And Chris on this Tuesday afternoon. Tony Gwynn Jr., Chris Ello, Matt Scraby. What'd you say, Scraby? The gloves are.
Oh no,
the ball is the
mitts are popping and the cleats are clacking.
Yeah. Had some
What?
Had some folks down there.
What do you mean?
In
What?
Peoria. Yeah, spring training.
Cleats are clacking.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sound.
Hitting the concrete as they go from one station to the next.
I was listening to some bullpen stuff and I heard the cleats clacking. I was like, it's officially baseball.
Heard the mitts popping.
And mitts
You know,
popping. We just need one more thing, and that is a golf cart to back up during an audio clip, and then we really have spring training.
So you can hear the beeping noise.
Yes.
Through all of my days of playing baseball, along a lot of them, and even till now, I've never enjoyed or gotten used to the sounds of cleats walking on concrete.
No one does.
I hate it.
No one does.
No one likes it?
No one
okay.
likes it.
I just don't like it.
There's less of it now because they've learned how to build these facilities where there's less
less concrete to walk
but
on.
there's still you're still going to get your fair share of that just,
it's a
hard noise to really describe,
and it's just not a good enjoyable noise.
It's
I
not.
agree. Yeah, it's not a nail on a chalkboard, but
No.
it's along those lines. So
Very true.
funny that you mentioned cleats a clacking.
Apparently, according to Kevin Acey, job not done yet in terms of adding to this roster. Now, it may not be, the type of name that they've been able to add here in the past few years, but nonetheless, there's expected to be some depth added here.
I can't imagine that AJ doesn't plan on adding. Number one, number two. There's so many players available.
Yeah,
we're into spring training. I gotta believe that a lot of these guys would like to play baseball this year. And if you haven't got a phone call yet, and you get one from AJ 2 weeks into spring training, doesn't mean you're going to automatically accept. But it certainly, seems like something you'd be interested in listening to. So they have to add some depth. We've talked about the frontline roster. I told Scraby last week, and we actually, Tony, while you were gone on Friday or Thursday.
Thursday.
No, Friday we're both gone.
Oh yeah,
both
Friday
in and out. Friday
I was in.
Yeah, but Thursday, we Scraby and I decided to. Yes, we had a phone call segment.
We did.
Oh,
Yeah, we opened up the phones.
It was fun.
Look at you guys.
Yeah, it was. We're trying to get a little more popular with the listeners out there.
Are we not popular with the listeners at all?
I know I'm very popular with
I'm
two
working
listeners.
on my own image, and
We're all going through PR work right now.
Yeah, but somebody asked about what we thought of the team, and I mean, I don't know where it's going to all go, but I mean, I see potentially, not they're all going to make it, but you got 9 or 10 players that are all-stars or borderline all-stars on this roster. It's not like this is a totally barren team.
No.
But yeah, right now there's no depth or very little reliable depth. Will Wagner is a depth piece. Campusano is a depth piece. I don't know that either of them have totally, made us believe that they're the guys. Mason McCoy. So yeah, I definitely add to it. Why not? And there's got to be players that want to play.
Yeah. No,
So,
I mean, you got a rotation right now that looks like Pavetta, King, Musgrove, Vasquez. You can mix the three up however you want in the front, but after Vasquez, it's probably going to be a competition as we speak now with J.P. Sears, maybe Kyle Hart probably be in that conversation.
Has Matt Waldron just fallen off?
Matt Waldron.
He's got to have a shot.
He'll have a shot at that. hadn't got to his name.
Oh, you were going in alphabetical order and hadn't gotten there yet. No, sorry,
not necessarily. I just hadn't thought of it yet. But yes, Matt Waldron for sure. I mean, so any piece that's at it, you can throw that probably into
David Morgan. I think might.
Yeah.
Will he get a chance to start a couple of games? We don't know. We haven't really heard that.
And I think that's the fun part about these first few days of spring training, right? How Will he be used throwing his bullpens? Will they be stretching him out? Well,
we have to ask because, his parents are huge fans of the show. So we've got to, as you guys like when I use this word, we have to ferret out that information for them.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. So nonetheless, spring training really right around the corner. And Padres still looking to possibly
a couple
add
of guys
pieces.
are off. A couple of guys you can take off the list, right? Justin Verlander was somebody we had talked about being you'd want to take a look at, and the Tigers are going to bring him back for $13 million. Verlander actually pitched pretty well last year. They never scored a run for him.
They scored nothing for him.
I mean, his record I think was 0-something until August. Yet he was, doing a pretty solid job. So, I see that for the Tigers, and he's been there before. Did you say Chris Paddock?
Earlier today, $4 million to the Marlins.
Chris Paddock off the list.
The sheriff.
Not bringing the sheriff back. And this one hurts. Tomoyuki Sugano. Take him off the list.
I didn't know where he was going.
I didn't know where he was
like,
going either.
What did I miss?
I'm going to tell you what you missed. Tomoyuki Sugano agreeing to a $5 million one-year contract with the Colorado Rockies.
Oh.
This guy's 36 years old. He actually played with Baltimore last year, and I didn't recall that. He won 10 games. But here's the story. To make room on the 40-man roster for Sugano, the Rockies already have placed Chris Bryant on the 60-day injured list. It's really sad now. I mean, it's beyond where you say, hey, what's up with this guy? It's obvious he's not ever going to get healthy. That back is never going to come around, I don't think.
I'll say this.
And I feel bad for Chris Bryant at this point.
When you're at this point in the year and spring training hasn't started yet, it's not a guarantee that he's actually hurt. They could just be using this as a tactic to create some space because he's already on the IL to begin with. He finished the season on the IL. So maybe they moved him from what is usually the 7 or 20, 15. What is it?
I don't know. He's on the
lowest one, and they moved him to the 60.
But they've taken him off the 40-man roster to do this, right? So does that matter? It says to make room on the 40-man roster, they placed Chris Bryant on the 60-day injured list.
So he's still
he stays on the roster, but now he's on the injured list.
And now he's on the 60, which is a little bit long.
I got you. Now, I have read, though.
So he could still come back within.
Hopefully.
They said 57 games in, he can come back.
Yeah.
There's a story in the Big Five.
57 games in?
Because
he's already missed the first 57 games?
Because probably when they moved him on there, he had three games,
there was
3 games he played or something along those lines.
Okay.
Yeah, well, the incredible, crazy roster rules in Major League Baseball.
There are weird rules. I am to the point where I feel bad now for Chris Bryant. I mean, I am sure this guy would like to play and try to earn some of the money he made.
I've always felt bad for him. I don't think he actually wanted to.
No, but people were so critical of him, and now it's beyond being critical of him. Now it's like, okay, this is just lousy for him. And you keep reading about his back that it's just honestly one of those situations that's chronic. So it may not ever come around entirely. So anyway, Rockies have been busy signing Tomoyuki Sugano.
It looks like World Baseball Classic will feature a pitch clock, but will not feature the ABS system.
Why not?
So,
are we thinking the umpires aren't good enough?
My guess is that all the places that are hosting
may not have
the facility
because they're international locations as well.
Right, and so to keep it all on a fair.
Are we going to get the players insured? Has anything further come of that?
If they're playing, they're insured.
Yeah, but Francisco Lindor, there's people now thinking, hey, this is maybe why he didn't get insured because they think he has a hamate injury. He might need surgery, which would take 6 weeks to heal. So, that's a whole thing. But Puerto Rico's missing a lot of players due to the insurance thing.
Okay, so they're still missing them. That has not been ironed out.
No, the insurance company is not going to bend on this at all.
They're just not playing.
Really?
Yeah.
The insurance company's not going to go, for the good of baseball, we don't really care about the bottom.
Yeah,
No.
They don't seem to see it that way.
We don't really care. We're going to not screw Major League Baseball players, and we're going to let them get away with it.
They said
because
that
insurance companies just have no money at all.
They're always poor. They're always poor. They said that Edwin Diaz ruined it for everyone because his contract was such a big contract, and then he had to miss the year, so the insurance company had to pay for that.
Honestly just bad luck for the
It
insurance
really was.
company. Like he signed the deal.
He was celebrating and he tore his patellar tendon.
Like this.
It was an embarrassing celebration, frankly.
I mean, he tore his kneecap.
It just didn't work out too well. Juan Soto's in the news today.
Oh.
Did they ask him or did they just tell him?
That he's playing left?
He's moving to left field, for the Mets.
Interesting.
Doesn't say that he's moving to left field because he wasn't good enough to play right field.
What does it say, Chris?
It just says he's moving to left field.
Does it need to say that?
Yeah, it should. I think it should. Why else would they move him?
Is left field easier in City Field than right field?
It's field in every field except for maybe Fenway Park.
Okay.
I
heard that left field in Petco Park was tough. I don't know. I've never played it, but
your better outfielder, certainly the guy with the bigger arm, plays right field. Let's put it that way. Sure. Tyrone
and he
Taylor
does not have a great arm.
Tyrone Taylor, MJ Melendez are being talked about to be the right fielders now for the Metropolitans. Soto moves over.
All better defenders than Juan in right field.
Yeah,
right
I don't know where he's going to play left field apparently for the DR in the World Baseball Classic, so he'll be ready to go.
It doesn't matter. He rakes.
Juan Soto.
He rakes.
You know what? It is
the most brutal outfielder ever.
Let me ask you this.
Matter.
Let me just point this out, Tony. It is one of the all-time uphill climbs to try to be critical of Juan Soto, the baseball player. It is an uphill climb.
You are up there, my friend.
It's an uphill climb.
Climb pretty high. I
can't get there.
No,
because every time I try to get there, he hits 47 home runs
and steals
53 bases. So it's pretty tough to be,
but he does box up that right field pretty good, Chris.
He does.
He won't be doing it this year. He'll be boxing up left field.
Let's get to break. On the other side. On the other side. MLB TV. ESPN. Boy, oh boy, they don't make it easy on you guys, I must say. We'll get into how you can possibly watch it through.
This was a poppin' topic on Scrappy Chronicles last night.
ESPN without being charged on MLB TV. We'll explain it all on the other side.
Well, you have to explain it to me before I explain it to them. Fine. Bill Howe Studios, where we know how to hopefully bring you some entertaining sports talk this afternoon. On into the early evening. Chris Ello, Tony Gwynn Jr., Mr. Scraby. Show's called Gwynn and Chris. I don't know. Do we need to remind everybody of that every time there's some sort of competition, or I don't want to say competition, but one of those lists out there that rates certain media?
Oh yeah, we're
always
23rd.
called Chris and Gwynn, or Chris and the other guy, or Gwynn plus Ello. Like, how difficult is Gwynn and Chris? It rolls off the tongue.
The problem is,
I don't get why nobody seems to be able to get that in those situations.
I think the problem is that originally it was Chris and Gwynn, then we realized, no, that's not going to be good, and then it was changed to Gwynn and Chris on the same day.
It was originally for like an hour, Chris and Gwynn, and then it changed
for some
like
reason
an
it's
hour
on the
later.
internet. But you're right. They keep referencing us as Chris and Gwynn.
I don't get why we can't get that right. To get the message out, everybody out there, Gwynn and Chris.
It's really not that difficult.
It really shouldn't. Doesn't
well,
seem
we're only
like it should
23rd
be.
this year, so they don't really care if they do.
We didn't make the top 20 in the national rankings.
Slid on now.
But Adam made top 20.
Yeah, we talked
program
about that.
So.
18th best, I believe.
He was 18th.
Yeah, I
best.
heard about that. Congratulations, Adam Klug. 18. I don't, honestly, I'll be fair, and I don't think there's 17 guys around there, guys and gals, better than Adam. Adam does a good job. Remember to listen around 5:30. We'll announce today's biggest fan. What?
Nothing.
Scraby's looking at me with like this smirk, and I didn't quite understand what it was about.
I was
so
just smirking. I smirk. I'm a smirker. Tony.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Scraby, you want to read this?
What is it?
I'll smirk while you're reading it. Even things out a little bit. Trying to do my job. And
I didn't interrupt. There was the other guy who interrupted.
Biggest fans at 5:30, suffice to say. Okay. You guys know all of the details that go along with it. Coming up on the show, Fantabulous sports game show today. Tony trying to snap a rare 2-game losing streak. That's in the 3:00 hour. Daily Gambit, Christopher at the Fans, Big Five, USA, 5-0. Swamp Canada in the women's ice hockey tournament today. So the U.S. is 4-0, looking good. I think the men's hockey starts tomorrow or the next day. It's hard to tell which days or what sometimes because it's Wednesday here. It'll be Thursday there type of thing.
Yeah.
We picked up a silver in cross country. This is in lieu of the fact that Scraby refuses to do an Olympic update today, so I have to give you it.
Sorry, hold on.
No, you said you'd only do it twice a week. That was your limit.
I literally just asked Tony.
That was your limit.
I asked Tony if I should do one for 540 today, and he said no. So
well, I'm giving one anyway.
I'll do it. I love it.
Hey, here's something we got it. We got a bronze in the luge. We've never do much in the luge.
So we're not losers anymore.
We're not all losers. Very good. Anyway, the Olympics roll on in Italy. All right, so explain to me the new rules or what they're trying to do. Let's just get to the end of this first, and then we'll recap. At the end, Tony, we are all going to have to pay to watch the Padres play baseball on TV. I just feel like we do not.
Don't you have to pay extra for the Padres channel?
I don't know. That's a fair question.
I believe you do.
On
like Spectrum.
On like Spectrum?
Yeah.
I don't know that you do. I don't know if it's probably part of some sports package. You're right. But I just feeling it's going to be like more specific. Like you want to watch baseball, it's going to cost you this. You want to watch just the Padres, it's going to cost you that. And I feel like football games are going to be pay-per-view sooner rather than later, and they're going to control it. And, this is what I keep fighting against, but I know I'm not going to win. This is why I want it all on broadcast TV where I can access it, but it seems to be getting further and further away. That said, that's down the road. Where are we now, Tony or Scraby, whoever can explain what's going on?
It's not so much that it's changing. So remember, maybe, I don't know, it was about 4 months ago, 5 months ago, like right at the end of the season, it was announced that MLB and ESPN had come back to an agreement where they basically made all that money they lost when ESPN walked away from the original deal, right?
Okay.
They got that money back in this deal. And in this deal, the local rights, so in this case, the Major League Baseball now has about what? I think it's 13 teams, or it could be up to 13 teams that all went bankrupt in their last local television deals that are now under MLB's umbrella. So ESPN basically bought the rights to the local broadcast. So MLB will produce it. ESPN will put it on their platforms. They have Hulu, they have Disney. So MLB is going to be able to kind of reach some of these different audiences that they haven't been able to reach. Now, the tricky part is, for most people over the last couple of years, they'd get MLB TV and they get to watch their out of
on the app,
right? If their team was out of their local area,
but
right?
you couldn't watch the Padres on the MLB app if you lived in San Diego. Was that correct?
No, I think you could.
I don't know that I ever tried, because if it was on, if it was a Padre game, I just turn on, Spectrum.
I think you could.
I thought somebody's out there who's got MLB, app. Can you watch the Padre games, if you're in San Diego? On that?
No, I mean, it still has the same blackouts for.
Okay, so it is blacked out.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
I think
they're going to have to change that, though, because there's no other place to watch it.
I think.
What do you mean? I watch it on.
I'm about to say people in San Diego have been able to watch games
channel
all the time,
306 or on Spectrum.
By the way, Adam says that his cable, he has to pay an extra $10 a month for another tier that includes MLB Network, NFL Network,
and that's
Padres.
with what? MLB or ESPN?
That is with the Padres channel. Is with
MLB TV.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So if we didn't pay that $10. Like I don't pay attention to the bills.
So here's the thing: is
Lori will be happy to tell you that I pay no attention.
You're not
going to
pay just $10.
If you are
for TV, you will. Yes.
If you already have ESPN Unlimited, you do not need to then get MLB TV. It's through your television. You already have what is needed.
What's ESPN Unlimited? Is that another step beyond ESPN Plus?
Yes.
Because I have ESPN Plus. I got to go another level now.
Yeah, I think.
Well, here's the thing, and this is the major problem.
Right. What is it?
Is that we have 3 people in this room that have studied this and tried to figure it out, and we can't figure it out. But the problem is they've made it so confusing for people that it's going to get people lost on how they're going to. So
But this isn't the only sport. The NBA is having this issue right now. I don't know that the NBA wants to acknowledge it, but like last night's Laker game, did you have Peacock, Tony? So you watched it? Or
I have
could
Peacock, so I could watch it.
You could,
yes.
But I wanted to watch it. I don't have that, so I couldn't watch that game.
Correct.
Like the NBA is driving me crazy with when and where games are.
Real quick, because I don't want people to be confused. They may be confused after listening to that. The Padres TV seasonal package, which allows fans to stream Padres regular season games in the San Diego area with no blackouts, is available.
Yes.
Costs you about $100. You can subscribe, there.
Yes.
The offer is only for Padre fans in the club's home television territory. Information on cable, satellite provider, including specific channel locations, will be announced at a later date.
Yes.
So wanted to clear that up.
It's not clear to me.
Basically, Chris, you're fine.
You're
already. Okay because you get it on your cable.
He said it's not clear.
So you don't have to. It's not clear. It's not clear. It's not. It's a disaster. But Chris is fine because Chris watches his Padres on Spectrum at home.
Right.
So this is only for the people that are MLB.TV subscribers.
Correct.
And that's when the ESPN Unlimited stuff comes into play. They do have a weird loophole, though, because when originally yesterday, Tony and I were trying to break this down. Obviously, we still can't figure it out. But I was like, it's going to be $500 for us to, if you get MLB TV. But there's a loophole that you can cancel the ESPN Unlimited subscription a month into the.
If you get the MLB TV, you will be automatically put on that whatever day trial it is for unlimited, and you have to go back and
then cancel
it So that
Good
you
luck
don't get
doing
charged.
that. If you need to cancel it, call me because I'm an expert at canceling these apps and
again,
services.
this is for people who only use the MLB.TV. If you have Padres TV, this does not apply to you.
Right.
It's MLB.TV. So it would be like me trying to watch an Orioles game or something like that.
Today's Chris Fantabulous Sports Game Show has been canceled. We're going to have a half hour of Jeopardy trivia on watching Padre games on TV instead.
We could do a bunch of questions.
It's not completely far fetched. We might need to.
Yeah,
have a whole segment dedicated.
I get that this is the where
I get
that this is where it's all going. Hopefully someday it'll be less confusing. 2:29, we take a break. When we come back, we're going to take you out to spring training, or as close as we can get. A whole bunch of stuff's going on down in Peoria. We'll hear about it when we come back. Also, a quick no. Oh, Tony, no, it's me. Who was the biggest winner in the Super Bowl? I'll tell you when we come back. It's a blowout, by the way.
Gwynn and Chris.
I actually got in trouble once when I worked at the bank for looking up a celebrity, and it was totally wrong on my part. Totally wrong.
Looking up their account number?
Just I searched her name in the account system, and
what is wrong with you?
I was like 19.
You'd be better off.
Cool.
You'd be better off admitting that you wear your underwear inside out. Frankly,
This guy is just searching up people's accounts.
It only happened that one time because I got caught.
oh,
How
my
did you get caught?
goodness.
The account was flagged, and anybody taking a look at it gets logged. And so I got called into the boss's office like 3 days
What
later.
did that come? I'm sorry, I gotta ask, but nobody's supposed to be doing this preview. What did that conversation? How did it go?
Well,
Why were you looking up Paris Hilton? Is that who it was?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Oh my!
I can neither confirm. That's really funny, Chris, that you just yelled out that name out of all names.
No,
But I walked in, I got called into the office, and I sat down,
gosh.
and all my boss, I loved her. She was great. Her name was Sharon. Amazing boss. She just slid the piece of paper in front of me.
You knew
Said,
what time
"Did you
it was.
visit this account?" And I looked. Yeah. She was like, "We're going to have to write you up for this. And if you do it again, we're going to have to fire you." And I said, "I'll never do it again." And I got out of there as soon as possible. I took everything, but it was not good. Not good.
Just curiosity, huh? He's like, I wonder how much they have in their account.
Yeah. I mean, before I got caught, I did look up athletes. And,
Oh my God! I'm so glad you're sitting in this seat now.
Yes, I'm so happy you're not doing any
Freaking
job that can be dangerous to people's futures.
this was in the first year that I was there. I learned my lesson
As
thoroughly.
Chris, as I said, as soon as they walked in, there was like,
Yeah,
that's
that
our
window.
guy right there.
That's our window.
We're gonna take him down.
Yep.
Just lucky I didn't get caught for like. I can't even say. I'll tell you guys off break whose account I saw
It's
and how
diabolical.
much money they had sitting in their checking account.
And this was how long ago, too, by the way?
Ooh, 2009, 10. Way before I became a good person.
Didn't Bank America end up getting in trouble, or was that? It was one of those banks got in trouble.
all of them get in trouble
Yeah.
for selling information, but
Hiring folks like you.
I wasn't selling any information. I was just wanting to see what was going
Just
on.
curious.
I didn't check their account activity, which I could have been like, oh, they bought this here. I'm going to go up there. You know, I'm not that creepy.
Well, that's stock.
Oh yeah, you're not that bad.
I'm not that creepy.
This is amazing, by the way. We're supposed to be doing.
How are we supposed to do baseball picks under
I
these
don't think we can
circumstances?
anymore. I think we gotta push it. You guys never did it. Well, I mean,
No, Scrape. We didn't. We didn't do it.
Really?
okay.
Like you work at a bank, you're looking at people's account information?
It only
That's unbelievable.
happened for a little bit, and then I got in
Only
trouble.
for a little bit.
I can't stop laughing at this because it is quite hilarious, Scrape.
But you were saying that I may have gotten robbed or whatever. I actually did get robbed when I worked in San Francisco, and they're called quick change artists.
how long did you work in the banking industry?
8 years. I was a teller supervisor when I finished. I was also the merchant teller, which took in around $150,000 in cash a day. Guess what? Always balanced at the end of the day.
Yeah, I bet.
But there was a guy who walked in. He had about $5,000 in hundreds, and he handed it to me. He said, "Can I get 50s for these?" And I said, it's pretty annoying that he wants
$5,000 in hundreds.
In hundreds, and he wanted $5,000 in 50s. He just wanted 50s instead of hundreds. So I had to go get it from the vault. I come back. I'm starting to count it out, and then he's like starting to ask me questions as I'm counting it out.
He's trying to
and then
what did I tell you, Chris? This is what I'm talking
Hey,
about.
That window right there.
Hey, this guy was so good that no one saw it coming. But so when I started getting mad at him because I counted out the 50s, he goes, "What are you doing?" I asked for 20s. And I'm like, "What? You did not ask for 20s. You asked for 50s, bro." Yeah. I had to go to the vault to get those 50s. And as I was getting all mad and talking to my boss, he took the cash off the counter and put it into this folder that he had on the thing that
the original 5,000 in hundreds.
Yeah, well, he kept going like that, and then I was so mad, I just grabbed it and I threw it in my drawer. And then he was like, "You know what? I'm out of here." And he walked out. And then at the end of the day, $3,000.
He got an extra 3 on you.
$3,000. Yeah, he got $3,000.
The thing about criminals like that, they can sniff out a mark really.
I'm not a mark.
You are 1,000%.
I was actually the bank's
dog. They got you for 3 extra,
and that's the only time in my 8 years that I ever had anything happen like that.
I'm sure there are people who've been there 8 years that never had 0 taken.
Scrape, I got a 20 here. Can I get 5 5s, please?
I hate you guys.
Let's get to
that was one of the worst moments of my life, but you know what? It taught me a lot. Never trust anyone ever again.
You know what? You definitely have learned because you don't trust very many people.
I don't trust anyone
anymore.
I actually got in trouble once when I worked at the bank for looking up a celebrity, and it was totally wrong on my part. Totally wrong.
Looking up their account number?
Just I searched their name in the account system. And
Scrapey, what is wrong with you?
I was like 19.
You'd be better off.
You would
be better. You'd be better off admitting that you wear your underwear inside out. Frankly,
this guy is just searching up people's accounts.
It only happened that one time because I got caught.
How did you get caught? Goodness. Join us on the David P. Shapiro fan hotline. David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys, helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com. Tony Gwynn Jr., Chris Sello, Matt Scraby. Some of the boys are already in Peoria getting after it. We will hear from Craig Stammen and hitting coach Steven Souza Jr. I don't know if he's still throwing a junior up there, but he used to when he was a player. So I mean, maybe he's
can you just take away the junior?
As
a junior, can you take away the junior?
I think you can when you actually
ask Tony.
That's what I'm saying. As a junior,
he'd be the guy to go to.
I think the only time you got to, in my opinion, always felt like you kept the junior if senior was in the league at one point at the same time you were.
You know what I do find interesting when I play the Immaculate Grid on Baseball Reference. If I use you as one of my selections,
which Tony is a great selection.
He's a good one because you got Phillies, Brewers, Dodgers, Padres, but you come up as Tony Gwynn. Yeah. You do not come up as Tony Gwynn Jr. If you type in Tony Gwynn, it'll list 2 Tony Gwynns to choose from, obviously you or your dad. Yeah. But you don't come up as Tony Gwynn Jr.
No, yeah. So I've always, that was just my thought on it. So, but either way, get a chance to hear from Steven Souza, Craig Stammen, Padres' new managers. Hear from, I think Sam is out there.
He's there, yeah.
So I mean, I'm sure we'll start hearing from Sam the Great here pretty soon.
Yeah, we.
I'm sure he's already got content on his account.
Are you kidding me? He's already put like 3 pictures of him leaving San Diego. He's like, look at my car and the everything in the back.
Is king.
I just like to see pictures of him waking up to start his day.
I really want him to do like a Saved by the Bell theme wake up because that would be perfect for him.
It would fit.
Yeah. Just running around all silly like he's forgetting stuff.
That is pretty good, my friend. Pretty good. Let's hear from Craig Stammen. Obviously, first year manager. There's going to be a lot of learning on the fly. He's got a good supporting cast, and he was asked about his philosophy entering his first year as manager.
If you could boil down what you want this spring training to be about from a mindset standpoint to one thing, one theme, what do you think that would be?
I think I want them to take on the personality, a little bit of a workman-like attitude. So, stacking brick by brick, building the house that's capable of withstanding the rigors of a 162 game season. So, there's not, one like main message that's going to be like postered all over the walls, but we're going to talk about hard work. We're going to talk about togetherness, and we're going to talk about, adding days together that add up to a big picture. So being really good at the small things, being extraordinary at the ordinary, if you want some buzzwords, those are things I believe in, and those are things I'm going to try to impart on the team.
What was it again? Being
I got to get that again. We put that on a t-shirt somewhere.
At ordinary.
Let me
Is that
see.
what I
Hold
heard?
on, let's go back here.
Extraordinary at the ordinary.
Be extraordinary at the ordinary.
Stammen working hard overtime.
Forget
with these.
Forget wherever Sammy goes, champagne flows. It's now extraordinary
At the
in
ordinary.
the ordinary.
It's boring.
At the ordinary. You got to be
boring.
extraordinary
Yeah.
at the ordinary.
Thank you, Chris.
It's boring,
You're welcome.
but it gets it done. I like
it's
that.
not boring.
If it wasn't boring, everybody would be doing
Let me
it.
tell you something. I doubt Stammen has the thinking business acumen of old Pat Riley. So I bet you he hasn't copyrighted that yet.
Ooh,
So
he needs to.
if you, I, and Scraby copyright that right now and get a Padre logo on that shirt, we can go right to the.
That might be a boss move right there. Go ahead.
We can't use the Padres logo though,
No, we couldn't use
unless
that.
we cut
But
them
we could-
off a piece.
But we could use that.
Well,
tape.
Tony
we
will
just-
call up, what is it,
Mr.
Grubner, and just
Grubner and
say,
say,
"Hey, do
hey.
you mind?" And he'll say, "Sure, Tony, whatever you need."
I don't
We're making a
I don't got
graphic
that
tee.
kind of pull
Can we
player.
use all of your trademarks?
I think you got to be extraordinary at the ordinary.
yeah, no, they,
I like
Stacey
that.
Terry Hudson came up with a good one this year for the Aztec women's team, TNT, which of course you think means explosives,
that's
but
right.
for their team it means takes no talent. The idea being work your butt off, do all the things that take no talent. Little buzz phrases like that.
I love that.
They're good.
I love that Greg called his own because just in case you need a little,
Something.
little something, some buzzwords. Here you go. Throw that one in there.
Stammen understands the
He
media needs
definitely
their
does.
handout.
He definitely
Good
does.
for
He
him.
definitely does. He also, obviously, I think the other big question, and I think it's not really a question because I think everybody knows he's ready, but just anxious to see what Joe Musgrove, where he's at in terms of his progression here as they start the beginning of spring.
Obviously, coming off Tommy John surgery, do you expect his progression this spring to be, he wants it to be normal? Is it going to be normal, maybe with some, easing off early, or how does that go for Joe?
Yeah, similar situation to Jason. He's got an idea in his head what it looks like, and he feels very healthy, feels very excited about where he is at right now. But he hasn't pitched in a game in a really long time. So we've got to be smart about that. We can't just, throw him in a Cactus League game and say you're going 4 innings. That would be not very smart or advantageous for our team. So we'll come up with a progression with Ruben. They'll work together on that and, figure out what's best for Joe to be ready, when the season kicks off.
Yeah, and it's gonna be crucial, I think, for.
Can
the
they
Padres.
tell Joe Musgrove what they think he should do?
I think that's kind of what Stan was alluding to. You notice he said
Yeah.
he has in his head
What it looks like.
Right.
So they're not going to tell Joe Musgrove, we need you to go 4 innings today if Musgrove feels like he's about ready to pitch 2.
right.
Right? I mean, this
And
is
they-
the way
yeah.
the world is now.
And I don't know that they would. I
And I don't think
they,
they'd even want to do
I
that.
think about to say I think they're on the same page regardless. Like I don't know that they would be asking him to throw 4 if
Yeah.
he wasn't already thinking in his own mind that he was ready for 4. I don't think that's how these guys collaborate. It's actually so much more advantageous for the pitchers that they are so intertwined and in lockstep on how each of them want to be, feel like they need to go.
I got to be honest with you, Ruben Niebla and every pitching coach for that matter has a really difficult job in
They do.
that sense.
They do, because
They
none
have
of the
to-
guys are the same.
They can't look, when I was back in I hate doing this because he always has
Set
to pull
it up.
Cher out of there. But honestly, the pitching coach at San Diego State told us what we were doing, and we were doing it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
There
right.
was no individuality.
There was no collabing.
No. This is the plan, and you just said okay.
Yeah,
It's not like
How
that.
much of that is because there wasn't alternatives out there?
I think it has. I think it has a lot to do with, to be frank, the guys now have had more coaching earlier in their lives, so that they get to this point. They kind of got. There was a lot of times in, whether you were talking college or pro ball, like in the 80s, they hadn't had any like real coaching. That was like their first opportunity with real coaching. And so they needed to be molded in a way and didn't have the vocabulary to explain. Now these dudes, they've seen hundreds of coaches by the time they get to pro ball. So
do I also know that we weren't very smart back in the day because we didn't do any weight training at all?
That's the other thing.
We walked right past the weight training area, and they said, "Don't go in there."
Athletics,
it's
not just baseball, but athletics in general have come just so much further that you can't teach. It's harder to teach now in the way of do as I say type deal. In order to get buy-in, you're going to need to feel like that the player's going to need to feel like he's in on it. You know what I'm saying? And I think they have found that in coaching, that is a better way to get guys the best out of everybody.
Yeah. Each athlete is no longer a player. Each athlete is an entire business unto themselves, an incorporation,
certainly on one side
you want to say,
sure.
Right? These guys are all worth 10, 15, 30 million dollars a year. They've got people advising them, and then Ruben Niebla trying to advise. It's got to be tricky.
But that's the thing, is when you're a guy like Ruben, you already have the
He's
respect.
got a little cachet, right? Yeah,
he got the respect that everybody that has passed through him, whether it be in Cleveland or him.
But let me ask you about
Steven
Souza Jr.
Right.
Do guys have their own hitting coaches outside of the baseball team?
Some guys do.
I would think.
Some guys do.
There's no way, right? I would think that, Manny's got a guy or somebody's got a guy.
I mean, listen.
Souza's going to contribute to that.
Hitting is unique because, I'll give you a good example. I mean, Toddy's dad played in the big leagues. Was a good player at the big league level.
Yeah.
He'd be foolish
not to at least ask him.
Right? But that's not his hitting coach.
That's right. You probably never asked your dad a thing.
Come on.
Your dad offered and you said, "No, sorry, Dad, I got to listen to the coach."
And that doesn't mean that your hitting coach doesn't know what he's talking about. It's going to be everybody's going to be a little different. But I think Steve is going to be given the opportunity. Guys are going to buy in. And if whatever his message is, I haven't had a chance to hear what his philosophy is. We'll get to hear a little bit of it here shortly. Whatever it is, these guys are going to buy in, and some guys it's going to work for, some guys it's not going to jive. But that's just kind of how all of this goes. I mean, even the best of the situations, not everybody, is on the same wavelength. But that's the good thing about a good hitting coach, is that they got multiple kind of ways to attack and help guys.
How much does it, like, I'm thinking of golf, swing thoughts. How much is that a part of baseball? How many can coaches give you too many thoughts?
Of course.
Because it's like my grandpa. Don't think about anything during your swing except for this, this, and this.
It don't even have to be the coaches that give you too much thought. It could be the player that is already wired that way. And then you get all this extra information. You can have overload for sure. You're trying to think through the swing as opposed to reacting, which is not going to make you're going to make a whole lot of outs doing that way. But speaking of Souza, he got a chance to speak to Sam. Well, I don't know if was it Sam?
It was a small media contingent.
It was a scrum, and
Sam tackled him first, and then the rest of the guys jumped on the pile.
We got a chance to hear his hitting philosophy.
By the way, everybody pay attention to the new hats in these videos, because these are the new spring training hats.
Is that a cactus fruit on there?
It's a cactus flower kind of thing. You're not a fan.
No.
I like it better than the all yellow get-ups of previous years.
All right, we're gonna have to explore this after Steven Souza.
A hitting philosophy is a big thing, a big subject to cover. There's a lot that goes into it. But what can you kind of tell us about what you view for this organization philosophically on the hitting side of things? What is your philosophical approach to hitting?
Yeah. Well, first of all, it's nice to have a talented roster like this. First of all, where you're only as good as the players you have. I think in the culture you create, and there's a lot of really good players in this offense that do a really good job of a lot of different things and have had some Hall of Fame careers and some MVP type years. And so I think having that foundation is good. I think what I'm going to try and bring is controlling the zone, hammering mistakes, being able to make the pitcher do something different out there. Because when these guys put the ball in the barrel, it's hit hard and it goes a long way typically. And so being able to create traffic when that happens is a huge part of, I think, the success going forward.
How do you approach enacting that? How do you approach making that happen? Like you say you have a talented roster. To impart that kind of strategy or that kind of philosophy, what's the way that happens?
Yeah, I think it's just dialogue, right? Like being able to have content that's valuable. Like every player that's playing wants something to help them get better. And so if you don't have anything to help them get better, they're going to find ways in their own avenues to get better. So showing historical ways that teams have been successful doing that, situations, giving them kind of a blueprint of like the way pitchers approach at-bats in the league, and having dialogue, because it's, these guys have been in the league, a lot of them, for a long time. So it's about having a dialogue back and forth on what their experiences have been, and maybe showing a different creative avenue that we could at times take to win some games.
That was Padre hitting coach Steven Souza. And he said a couple of things that I think stood out to me. First was controlling the zone.
What does that mean?
That means,
sorry to put you on the spot, but
he said controlling the zones and taking advantage of mistakes. That takes a little bit of understanding of what you do well in order. What is a mistake to you? Is that ball up? Is that ball down? How do you handle those pitches? But in terms of controlling the zone, I think that's the first step, right? Because controlling the zone is basically putting yourself in counts where you could do some damage. And the second part of that is actually taking advantage of those counts when you get those mistakes. And so I think controlling the zone was good. I think the thing I like to hear about him was that he understood that it was going to be different for everybody. That's why he couldn't give AJ a definitive answer of how.
I would hope he wouldn't be giving a definitive answer, because if he said this is what you have to do, there's no way that's going to work for every player.
100%. And he kind of was vague in his answer in terms of every player is going to want something different that helps them get better. And his job is really to identify what that is, and that's what makes a hitting coach at the big league level so tough. Is that what works for Manny is not going to work, may not work for Toddy. What works for Toddy may work for Bogey, but might not work for, another guy. And you got to figure out how and what that is, for pretty much everybody.
I would think that an important skill to have if you're a hitting coach or a pitching coach at the big league level is to have a skill that not many of us have. And that is the ability to listen.
Ooh, very nice.
Just listen. They'll tell you what is going to help them if you can listen and pick it up.
I think two things. That, and the other thing is a lot of the best hitting coaches in some ways have had to try a whole bunch of different things in their career as a player, which kind of gives them good insight to what can work for different type of faults throughout the swing. And Souza comes to mind as one of those guys. Steven Souza was a highly touted dude when he got close to the big leagues. He had a stupid thump. I mean, the ball flew off his bat, and he was a freak athlete. He just couldn't really stay healthy for the prime part of his career. But he's a guy that tried a lot of different things. And so, I'm always interested to see what a hitting guy and what the things are that he's going to bring to the table. And we'll get a chance to see that a little bit. He talked a little bit about his philosophy there.
I will say this to those who say, well, the guy hit 229 in his career, so what does he know about hitting? I will just say that I remind you what Tony's piggybacking on what you just said a little, Tony. Bruce Bochy was a backup catcher in the big leagues. Barely started, played a couple of games, a week, if that. He's not the only one. that's been really successful. Jim Leland never really made it. LaRussa never really made it. These guys were, like eighth infielders going up and down to the minor leagues, if that. Doesn't mean that you couldn't have been a good player like Mattingly or somebody like that and been a good manager, but a lot of guys that are just on the edges are the ones that learn the most.
100%.
They just do. I'm picking on him, but Juan Soto doesn't need to know all the little ins and outs of hitting. He can just go up there and smash the ball. He's got so much, God-given talent. Anyway, it's something to keep in mind. If you're saying, well, Steven Souza wasn't a great hitter himself, doesn't mean he didn't know a whole lot about it.
There ain't been very many good hitting coaches that were unbelievable hitters.
Yeah.
There hasn't been.
Well, and the other thing about hitting coaches, it's Petco Park. It's hard to hit there. I'll never forget how quickly we got rid of David Magadan and he went to the Red Sox and they won the World Series. So, as Souza himself said, the players have to go out and get the job done.
Let's get to break. Daily Gambit on the other side. We're here broadcasting live from the Bill House Studios. We know how.
What are we doing, guys?
I'm going to see the museum for the first time ever. It's going to be sweet. See my dad's plaque. See where Trevor's plaque is going to be. It's going to be pretty dope.
Chris,
I'm going to go to the Hall of Fame for the second time because I went earlier today, but I'm going in to see Tony go into the Hall of Fame. So all the way straight back left.
Straight back left.
Straight around that back wall.
This one?
Yeah.
How you feeling, Tony?
I don't know how I'm feeling right now, honestly.
Excited?
I'm definitely excited. Hello, Eric. How you doing? Pretty good.
Wow. Just like I told you, next to the famous Barney Dreyfus and Leslie Wilkinson, whoever they are.
That does look like them.
I know. It's a good shot. They don't do them all that great. That one's good. Really good.
I missed a year. 300. Must have been bad. Huh? I used to be. Not anymore, though.
Oh, it's so cool. What team did you play on?
I can give you a long list of them. Brewers, Padres, Dodgers, Phillies, Nationals.
What position did you play?
I played outfield. This was my dad. Oh, there's Dick Williams, Goose. I think he'd be pretty happy with his company over there. So,
what are you thinking to see it for the first time?
I'm thinking
I'm hot. I'm quite warm right now, but it's cool. I mean, it's what I thought it was going to be. I mean, who not too many people can say they have a dad that's enshrined in this place. So I think this is awesome.
What are we doing, guys?
I'm going to see the museum for the first time ever. It's going to be sweet. See my dad's plaque. See where Trevor's plaque is going to be. It's going to be pretty dope.
Chris,
I'm going to go to the Hall of Fame for the second time because I went earlier today, but I'm going in to see Tony go into the Hall of Fame. So all the way straight back left.
Straight back left.
Straight around that back wall.
This one?
Yeah.
How you feeling, Tony?
I don't know how I'm feeling right now, honestly.
Excited?
I'm definitely excited. Hello, Eric. How you doing? Pretty good. Yeah.
Just like I told you, next to the famous Barney Dreyfus and Leslie Wilkinson, whoever they are.
That does look like them.
I know. It's a good shot. They don't do them all that great. That one's good. Really good.
I missed a year. 300. Must have been bad. Huh? I used to be. Not anymore, though.
Oh, it's so cool. What team did you play on?
I can give you a long list of them. Brewers, Padres, Dodgers, Phillies, Nationals.
What position did you play?
I played outfield. This was my dad. Oh, there's Dick Williams, Goose. I think he'd be pretty happy with his company over here. So.
What are you thinking of seeing it for the first time?
I'm thinking
I'm hot. I'm quite warm right now, but it's cool. I mean, it's what I thought it was going to be. I mean, who not too many people can say they have a dad that's enshrined in this place. So I think this is awesome.
What are we doing, guys?
I'm going to see the museum for the first time ever. It's going to be sweet. See my dad's plaque. See where Trevor's plaque is going to be. It's going to be pretty dope.
Chris,
I'm going to go to the Hall of Fame for the second time because I went earlier today, but I'm going in to see Tony go into the Hall of Fame. So all the way straight back left.
Straight back left.
Straight on that back wall.
This one?
Yeah.
How you feeling, Tony?
I don't know how I'm feeling right now, honestly.
Excited?
I'm definitely excited.
Way into hour number 2 here on Gwynn and Chris, or bobsleighing our way. One or the other.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
John and
Scrape.
Temecula sent me something today that had bobsleigh in the official title.
I'm glad.
Everybody's trying to make you feel better.
Well,
That's
they're
all
trying
that
to
is.
prove me right because you guys are trying to prove me
I
wrong.
don't think they're trying to prove you right.
I don't think they can prove you right
No.
because 99% of the world calls it bobsledding.
See, that's a typical American thing. 99% of the world calls it. 99% of the world uses kilometers and meters. We don't.
How is that? How is that a typical American thing for him to say that 99%?
He's saying that I'm being an arrogant American by assuming that everyone around the world calls it bobsledding.
I bet you we are the only country that calls it bobsledding.
Well, I will say, I don't know. I'd have to do a
deep dive.
A deep dive. Ask the people in New Zealand what they call it. Ask the people in England, South Africa. I would think in a lot of the countries they call it in their own language something completely different.
True.
So
there's that.
Like tobogganing or something?
Neither here nor there. Did you bet on the Super Bowl? We're coming up on our Daily Gambit segment. Did you bet one way or another on the Super Bowl out there? If you did, you probably told anybody who would listen that you won. I won. Oh, yeah, I had this. I bet that. I got that. I had the under. I had the Seahawks. I bet over this on the coin flip, etc. It is quite amazing that you all won out there. Congratulations to each and every one of you whose gambling winnings piled up. Kind of funny then, though, that the sports books won a net $9.9 million on the Super Bowl.
They only million with an M?
Yes, that was down 55% from last year's record haul, but it was in line with previous Super Bowls.
Really?
So, well, basically the sports books ended up with a plus 10 million. Now, I wonder how much it would have been if they would have allowed that last touchdown and the game went over. It might be only would have won 9 million or 8 million. The bottom line is we all think we win, but we don't. The sports books win in the end, and they build more casinos and et cetera.
At this point, it shouldn't even be a thought that you're winning. I mean,
somebody lost $10 million.
If you won, just know that you got lucky.
Yeah, you were
you were on the lucky side.
One thing I will say, maybe the world, some of us are getting it figured out. 10-year low. Only $133 million total was bet on the game. That's a 10-year low.
Wait, hold on. We're talking millions instead of billions?
We are. At least that's what I'm
Only
reading
$133 million was bet on the Super Bowl?
And then you
lowest
said,
since 2016.
And then you said how many less people bet? What was the number of people who actually placed a bet this year and said it was down?
I don't see that. It just says 133 million, a 10-year low in terms of how much money was bet.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. 100
I know. I'm stunned.
10-year low.
I'm stunned because I just assumed that people bet in the billions of dollars for the Super Bowl.
Well, let me see this now. This is Nevada.
Oh, just Nevada.
Okay, a leading prediction market, Kalshi.
Oh yes.
What's that?
It's
Is that
my
worldwide?
newest enemy.
Your newest foe.
Oh, what is that?
It's
This
a
is the
prediction market. It's
that
what it's like you're buying and selling.
Scraby's been railing against for the last 2
Yeah,
weeks.
it's like buying and selling stocks, but for
apparently
anything.
a lot of people are doing that because
Yes,
more
they
than 1 billion, there's your B, was traded on during the Super Bowl, including 113 million alone on the first song performed by Bad Bunny. And there was $24 million. Is this traded? What does that mean?
Yes, it's like stock trading. So you buy it at a certain price, and then you can sell it at a certain price, and you can make money on it. So if you're the first one in,
on whether actor Mark Wahlberg would be at the game.
That's insane.
That's one of the predictor ones, right?
Yes.
Yeah. No.
I have it on good authority because I know a friend who works
He
for
said good authority.
I'm not going to say which betting company, but one of these massive betting companies. And I guess this whole prediction market thing is in a gray area. And so all the betting companies are trying to get as much money as they can before they start regulating it or banning it because it's securities traded.
According to some of the individual prop bets, Jackson Smith and Jigba is the hero of Nevada bookmakers. The fact that he failed to score a touchdown netted them a $10 million profit alone.
10 million isn't so bad, though. I don't feel as bad.
It's still going to help you
It
build
does seem
another.
like the numbers are lower than they have been.
Yeah, it's
like.
a little lower, but it's just funny to me that everybody said, "Oh yeah, I won." Of course, oh sure, yeah, I won.
I will tell you,
Everybody
I did not win.
wins except for they don't. All right, so with all of that in mind, we tell you not to bet, and then we bring you today's Daily Gambit.
Do you like money?
I think about money a lot.
Do you like money without doing anything?
Winning.
Do you want to make money while watching sports?
I think Washington is immortal luck.
Washington! Woohoo! If you answered yes, this is your segment. Just don't blame us when you lose.
Nothing is ever your fault.
It's your game. Take it.
Gwynn and Chris go through the top bets of the day in The Daily Gambit on 97.3 The Fan.
I'll tell you how our Daily Gambit is different because Daily Gambit is our sports betting segment, but we do believe in this. Please gamble responsibly. I've said this many times. I have no issues with drinking or gambling or anything like that if you do it in the right way. But there are so many people who don't gamble in the right way.
Most people, I would say, unfortunately.
I can't disagree. I don't have the numbers, but I can't disagree. All right. Here were the bets that we made last night. OKC, minus 7.5 at the Lake Show. We all went Lakers. We were all
I
dumb.
went OKC. Thank you very much. Why do you just
He
record my bet
he's
wrong
not really
every time?
listening. I
No,
think.
I sometimes
doing
miss
two
one
different
bet.
things.
OKC won 119, 110. So apparently Chris wins that bet. Over under total score 221.5. Chris went under. Tony and I went over, and it was a total of 229. So Tony and I won that one. And then who scored more? Cade Cunningham minus 1 point or Zion? We all went Zion. Cade Cunningham had 33 points minus that 132. Zion had 18.
He did that all trying to control his teammate that lost his mind during a brawl.
Did we all need to know that it was really Isaiah Stewart who came running off the bench? I mean, the guy's an absolute lunatic. How many games do they need to suspend him?
He's gonna get suspended a lot because you can't leave.
You can't
leave
that.
You can't leave the bench if you're not in the game. That's why
he ran off the bench and just kept the fight going. Yeah. Oh my goodness, this Isaiah Stewart.
It wasn't quite him running after LeBron, but And I got to give my man some credit. Who was it? Miles Bridges.
Yeah,
he stood in there. He didn't. Like most people, like kind of
run the other way. If Stewart's running it, then
there is a really funny picture.
There.
There's a really funny picture of Isaiah Stewart running on. They're like, this guy was so ready to fight, he couldn't even take off the ice.
He was literally running on
with ice on his knees.
On his kneecaps.
Isaiah Stewart's in the wrong sport. I mean, he really should be a hockey player. He's got that mentality. He's a rockhead.
He really does.
He's just an absolute rockhead. So,
yeah, I don't. What actually happens in these moments?
By the way,
what snaps
when I say rockhead,
he wasn't even a part of it.
I know.
He probably didn't even know what was going on. He just heard the commotion and ran off the bench. Didn't want to miss it.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. All right. Next one was Austin Reeves. Who had more points? Austin Reeves or Jalen Williams? I think we all went with the Hillbilly Mamba. Hillbilly Mamba at 16. Jalen Williams
what was the
at
Mamba
23.
doing last night, Tony? You watched the game. 16. He gets that, in his sleep.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch it. If I'm being honest.
All right.
Thank you for being honest.
Yeah.
You're a liker of sports.
That's
though.
because it was on
Peacock.
It was on stupid Peacock, and you didn't know how to work the channel, probably.
Did you hear Nikola Jokic is in some controversy with his home Serbian people?
What did he do?
He apparently ignored a bunch of people that came from not from Serbia, but a different part of the country to come see him. Apparently, he ignored them.
We gotta be careful with this because this was the same story told about Allen Iverson.
That's true.
A couple weeks ago. Come to find out, it wasn't as it was being told. So I'll wait on this one.
Fair enough.
It doesn't even seem like something the Joker would do, but hey, we'll find out. I'm sure it'll get cleared up.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I forgot about the whole Allen Iverson situation
because we definitely were very disappointed as that one came out.
Yeah, I was like, man, I thought he was a good guy. Well, anyway, we bet on the over under 51.5 points plus rebounds plus assists. We all went over. He had 22 points, 14 rebounds, 11 assists. So that's 47 total. We were wrong. Now here's one that Chris called: Arizona minus 2.5 at Kansas.
I was mad about this one too.
You're good. Kansas better.
It's the second time he's got the Kansas thing right.
I didn't know.
I know.
I did not know.
And
but
Patterson didn't even.
The best player on Kansas, Peterson did not play.
Yeah.
But the one kid who played, did you watch? If you saw any of this game, I did make a note to watch it because I wanted to see this one. Flory Badunga.
He was
number
nice
40
last night.
on Kansas.
He had some great blocks.
They couldn't
too
stop that guy.
Nuh-uh.
He was just a menace. Kansas is obviously very good. So is Arizona. They just, like I said, it's hard to win them all in college hoops.
I think there's only one team left unbeaten in Division I. Is that Miami of Ohio?
Yeah, and they're probably not going to make it.
Yeah, I wouldn't. That's hard to do.
If they win the national championship, you've got something there.
But Arizona minus 2.5. They lost to Kansas 82-78. Total score in that game, over under 153.5. Chris went under. Tony and I went over 160 total, so it was over.
Yep.
And then the USA women minus 1.5 on the puck line at the Olympics versus Canada. Chris and Tony went USA. I went America. America won 5-0.
Yeah.
5-0.
Or
rock. Yeah, rocked Canada.
Good job, Team USA.
All right. We'll have our picks coming up in a second. Duke's playing at Pitt tonight, by the way, guys. Just throwing this out there. Anybody rooting for Pitt so they can run on the floor after the game?
Of course.
Of course we are. And the Pitt fans wouldn't miss that opportunity, would they?
They would do cartwheels on that bad boy.
Yeah. And, they might as well, if they do win, a couple of them might as well go over there and punch a couple coaches in the face.
He's going to say
that's what he's going to say anyway. So you might as well at least get your shots in. If you're going to get blamed for it. All right. Our some of our selections when we come back, more Gwynn and Chris. Give you a little traffic in a little, some point of this.
Just making hand signals over
Yes,
here.
you are.
I'm just going,
97.3 The Fan is
3:18 on the clock. Daily Gambit, a little long today. Haven't got our bets in. Hop in.
Gotta get our bets in. Don't gamble, but we gotta get our bets in.
If we don't get our bets in, I don't know what I'm gonna do, guys.
What am I gonna do tonight? My bets aren't in.
If I can't watch North and Tuscaloosa State, I'm in trouble.
You can now.
You know what the funny thing is? We're gonna pivot right out of this into our guy Charlie Baker of the NCAA trying to get them to stop doing prop bets in college. So we're going to be pivoting. We're like a good NBA player. We know how to use our pivot well, right? It might look like a travel, but it's not. It's not a travel.
We only don't like gambling when it's convenient. Otherwise,
no. The only time I don't like gambling is when people end up losing all their money. That's when I hate gambling.
Here's the thing. We're not actually gambling money.
We're not. We just make picks for fun.
Right, exactly.
I do. That's one of the biggest comments of detraction for our show is, why do you guys hate gambling but then do a gambling segment?
Yeah, well, we do it because everybody out there loves gambling, and we're just giving the people what they want.
Ding.
At least that's our excuse to ourselves.
And we like to talk about different games and sports.
Right. It gives us a chance to go over some of the scores.
If we don't get our bets in, though, we're going to end up doing this again in the 3:30
Right,
segment.
so here we go. Lakers are home tonight to the Spurs. I brought this up. They're 13.5-point underdog. Lakers are getting 13.5 points. Why? LeBron's out. Doncic out, Mamba out, Marcus Smart out.
Oh, my God.
Every one of them. By the way, LeBron missing the game. He now cannot win a postseason award.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's 18 games out. He's not eligible for anything. Doncic is up to 11. He can't miss 2 anymore if he wants to be the MVP.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those weird rules.
I think LeBron is the only one deserve. Well, Luka's hurt. I don't know. I'm assuming Reeves they're bringing him back slowly as
injury management.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's up with Marcus.
However, ankle soreness.
I do know my guy LeBron was quite hot with his teammates yesterday.
Yes, he said they can't win a championship.
Yeah,
we got to play the audio later.
Okay.
Yeah, all right, we'll get it. Anyway, I'll let you go, Tony. You're getting 13.5 points at home. You got faith when who's ever going to be playing?
Nope.
Spurs.
Spurs.
Scraby?
The alien.
I don't know who the Lakers are going to have.
I was just about to say, I'm going to go Spurs.
Vanderbilt will get some run.
Bronny's
probably going to get some run tonight.
DeAndre Ayton is on the injury report as well.
Of course. They only have 6 guys, 5 guys.
There's only 6 left.
I mean, this is against the Spurs. I know it's quote legit, but how many people paid thousands of dollars to go see Wemby tonight in the Laker Spurs game? You're not going to even.
Wemby's not playing?
No, he's playing, but I'm just saying you're not going to see a Laker Spurs game. You're going to see a Spurs.
You're going to see the South Bay Lakers versus the San Antonio Spurs.
Is this at LA?
Yeah, I'll take the Lakers.
Wow.
Bronny's going to go off. Houston 8.5 over the Clippers in Houston. Clippers now without James Harden. James made a good debut last night, by the way.
That's his second game.
Oh, it was his second game?
He had a great debut, though, too.
All right. This one's gravy. Houston at home, 8.5 over Kawhi and company.
I'm gonna go with Houston.
Houston. Kawhi's trying hard, but he's not enough. I'll take Houston. Tony?
I think we saw Kawhi show some motion for the first time the other night.
I saw it.
Seemed to be a little down that his whole crew got ripped off from under him. And he kind of
reacted to that.
He had emotion.
He actually had some emotion to it. I was like,
boy, Kawhi.
Usually it's like, is he mad? I can't tell if he cares.
No, he definitely seemed sad in that particular moment.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
Houston 8.5 over Kawhi in Houston.
Give me Houston.
All right, here's the guy that's going to win for the Lakers tonight. Luke Kennard, 12.5 points over under. Chris, of course he's going to go over. He's going to have about 39 tonight. He's
going to be letting them
fly. Yeah, firing the threes. Tony, over under for Luke Kennard. It was a pretty good trade. I mean, when you're considering you need outside shooting, and this guy shoots
like
the same
most
percentage
accurate,
as Steph Curry.
Yeah, for sure.
Probably a pretty good trade.
We'll take it.
Over, Scraby, 12.5. Under for fun. Kawhi -3 points against Kevin Durant. in that Clipper-Houston game, Tony. Kawhi -3 over KD. I'm assuming they're thinking Kawhi gets all the points because there's nobody left.
No, give me Kawhi.
Kawhi, you say?
Chris just sold me.
He did.
Kawhi.
He sold me too.
All right, well, I'll sell myself KD for the hell of it. This is a pretty good college basketball game. Nebraska 1.5 at home over Purdue or Purdue. Nebraska, is going to finally get to the NCAA tournament in basketball. Remember, just keep this in the back of your mind. They've never won an NCAA tournament game. Nebraska. It's like it's,
that's
a minor school.
Yeah.
They've never won one.
Yeah.
But they're having quite the year. Scraby, who you got? Nebraska's at home.
Yeah, I'll go with the home team.
Go with the Huskers. His coach is the Huskers, Tony?
Thank you for not asking me.
Yeah, obviously if Tony knows. He's a basketball guy. This guy is a basketball guy. He used to be the coach of the Bulls, this guy.
Thibodeau?
No,
Thibodeau's not in college.
My man who was at Iowa State before?
Fred Hoiberg.
Hoiberg.
Oh.
He's coaching Nebraska now. I'll take the Huskers as well. Tony, you want -1.5 or Purdue getting the points?
Give me Purdue getting the points.
Take the Purdue Boilermakers. I think that's one of the best nicknames in sports.
Boilermakers?
Boilermakers.
Pretty good.
Utah State 19.5 over Fresno State. Put this in because I'm taking Fresno and I'm rooting for them tonight to somehow help the Aztecs. Come on, Fresno. What are they?
Come on, Dogs.
Dogs, yeah. Tony, go Fresno plus 19.5 or
yeah.
Gonna go there. It's
That's
great.
too many points.
That's a lot.
Fresno.
Yeah.
All Fresno. Wow, a sweep. All right, there's the one I mentioned. Duke -17.5 at Pitt. Tony, Duke's upset. They just lost to Carolina and their coaches got punched out.
Is Capel still at Pitt? Is this is Duke, old Duke?
Let's
Duke on
check
Duke
this.
crime here?
Pitt basketball.
I feel like
Coach Capel was there for quite the while. It is, of course yes, Jeff Capel.
Yeah.
Yeah, he signed a contract extension. Former Dookie himself.
Give me Pittsburgh to keep it under 17.
Scraby?
I'm gonna go Duke. They're ready for revenge.
They're upset. I'm going to go Pitt, and they are going to storm the court, and it's going to be hilarious.
I mean, you kind of have to.
After what happened the other night,
you have to.
Yeah. One more. This is men's hockey in the Olympics tomorrow. Thought it was an interesting spread. Sweden, 5.5 over Italy. You don't see 5.5 in a hockey spread very often. I guess they don't think much of the Italian team, even on their home ice. Scraby, who are you going with?
I mean,
here?
that is 5.5 goals is insane.
That's quite a few.
But I'm going to trust the odds. So I'm going to go Sweden.
You're going to go Sweden?
Sweden. Or is it Finnmark, as Tony said last night?
Tony's rearranged the entire Nordic
Hungary,
globe.
Finnmark.
Hungary, Finnmark, and the Norwegians.
Oh, yeah, the Norwegians. The Norwegians.
I'm going to take Sweden as well. Usually if your team's that much better, they're just kind of going to pile up. Tony, you want to take the Italians? What?
The Norwegians. That's classic. Give me
Italy gets 5.5 goals in this hockey match tomorrow
give
morning.
me the Swedes.
We're all going Swedes. Okay. There's our picks.
I just saw some big news on SportsCenter.
Big news?
Yeah, Charlie Woods has selected
Florida
college.
State.
Oh, where's he going?
Sorry.
He's trying to be dramatic.
Oh, you're going to save it to the next segment?
No, Florida State he chose.
He's going to be a Seminole.
So him and Brooks Koepka, Florida State pro golfers.
Koepka.
Well, he lives in Florida. He's staying home.
I thought maybe Stanford would be a good place for him.
That's
Like his
dad's
dad?
area. No, he grew up in Florida. He grew up in
He did
Jupiter.
grow up in
By the
Florida.
way,
Jupiter.
Justin Hudson, the old, the Aztec men's coach, now coaching with the women with his wife, Stacy Terry Hudson. His daughter joined us on the last road trip and got a chance to meet her. She's a student at Stanford, and she's into the sports scene. And I asked her, I said, how ridiculous is it to the people who actually go to Stanford that your teams are going to the East Coast 3 times a month to play games? And she said, you don't even know how big of a deal that is. Everyone hates it. at Stanford. And she brought up something I hadn't really thought of, but I should have. She said the professors of the students,
they don't like it.
They are pissed.
I'm sure.
And they want it changed because these students are missing a ton of school. And when you're at Stanford, they don't do anything online.
Yeah,
like you show up and you get it done. And the professors are like, what are we doing here? I just wonder, how many more years is this going to be that Stanford and Cal keep playing in the ACC? If it'll ever change.
I hate
Maybe
to
it
say
won't.
this.
Professors are going to lose.
If that money is coming into the university, professors are going to lose 100
School
times.
has not been a thing for
professors
college
are
athletes.
donating the $8 million in TV revenue.
$8 million.
Whatever
If it was
is.
$8 million, they might have a shot.
Yeah,
Now,
but you know what I
the money
mean.
they getting, like, come.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But she said it's a big deal around there, and
an
it doesn't
institution
matter.
like Stanford, like
Yeah.
that, it was built on its academics.
Yeah.
And so I'm sure as a professor there, you're like, hold up, this is kind of watering down.
Kids are missing at least 3 days of school
this
twice
isn't-
a month because
this
you
ain't
got to
it.
miss
This
that
ain't
many
this ain't the standard that
to
we
travel
set.
back to the ACC.
I mean, I've been saying this for months now, but
We should
there's no
listen
such thing
to
as school and college sports. Come on.
Oh,
I think I'm gonna just buck that and
Yeah.
say at Stanford it is.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
mean, at Stanford
I
they go.
might
They're,
agree
they're,
with
listen,
they
that.
gotta go.
We'll get into this later.
Yeah.
More
All
Gwynn
right.
and Chris on the inside.
Oh, Chris is Fantabulous. Champ is here.
From the first pitch of the year to the biggest game.
There's Roadrunner. Meet me. He doesn't like me. I guess I wouldn't like me either if I was chasing me. As you can see, I'm all Aztec out here at the Aztec Baseball Tournament. It's the SDSU Baseball Alumni Tournament. Right now, we are 1 under in the scramble. And Chris is playing well, Tony's playing well. But our ringer, Jack Townsend, is playing really well. So. So Chris says that he can't play golf, but this is the second birdie putt he's made for us. This time it was like 20 feet.
Thank you very much, Greg. But once again, you're hitting some very nice shots as well. I'm not usually complimentary to you, but I can't help but be complimentary. Your shot making today.
With my what?
Your shot making. You've hit some.
So we are just through week 10 now, and it's getting really windy. It's actually kind of cold. I'm not gonna lie, I know we're in San Diego, but we're 3 under as a group. We just got off of a birdie, and I just hit my defense. There's a squirrel. He wants to attack me. Girly! We just got our second birdie of the day thanks to this guy.
Yeah, a 4-footer after.
It was a 5-footer.
After our pro drove it 300 to the front of the green and then chipped it within 5 feet.
Uh-oh.
Gravy, don't feed the animals.
Don't feed the animals. I do feed animals, but Chris made a birdie putt. Leaving the golf course. And we ended up shooting 63 once everything was accounted for, since it was a scramble, and we had an SDSU golf player, Jack Townsend. He was with us, and he did a lot for us. I think we shot 63 because of him. But we all had a good time. There's Roadrunner. Meet me. He doesn't like me. I guess I wouldn't like me either if I was chasing me. As you can see, I'm all Aztec out here at the Aztec Baseball Tournament. It's the SDSU Baseball Alumni Tournament. Right now, we are 1 under in the scramble. And Chris is playing well, Tony's playing well. But our ringer, Jack Townsend, is playing really well. So. So Chris says that he can't play golf, but this is the second birdie putt he's made for us. This time it was like 20 feet.
Thank you very much, Greg. But once again, You're hitting some very nice shots as well. I'm not usually complimentary to you, but I can't help but be complimentary. Your shot making today.
With my what?
Your shot making. You've hit some.
We are leaving town now, and it's getting really windy. It's actually kind of cold. I'm not gonna lie, I know we're in San Diego, but we're 3 under as a group. We just got off the birdie, and I just hit my defense. There's a squirrel, but he wants to attack me. Squirrely! We just got our second birdie of the day thanks to this guy.
Yeah, a 4-footer after.
It was a 5-footer.
After our pro drove it 300 to the front of the green and then chipped it within 5 feet.
Uh-oh.
Gravy, don't feed the animals.
Don't feed the animals. I do feed animals, but Chris made a birdie putt. Leaving the golf course. And we ended up shooting 63 once everything was accounted for, since it was a scramble, and we had an SDSU golf player, Jack Townsend. He was with us, and he did a lot for us. I think we shot 63 because of him, but we all had a good time. There's Roadrunner. Meet me. He doesn't like me. I guess I wouldn't like me either if I was chasing me. As you can see, I'm all Aztec'd out here at the Aztec Baseball Tournament. It's the SDSU Baseball Alumni Tournament. Right now, we are 1 under in the scramble, and Chris is playing well, Tony's playing well, but our ringer, Jack Townsend, is playing really well, so. So Chris says that he can't play golf, but this is the second birdie putt he's made for us. This time it was like 20 feet.
Thank you very much, Greg. But once again, you're hitting some very nice shots as well. I'm not usually complimentary to you, but I can't help but be complimentary. That none of us ever saw coming or thought we'd ever see in the history of the Gwynn and Chris show has taken place over the last month. That is that Scraby has won back-to-back Fantabulous sports game shows over Tony Gwynn Jr. And, I got a feeling, Tony, just with, the attitude that we just heard there and that we keep hearing with him, that not only, do I want you to win today, but probably every single listener wants you to calm Scraby down.
I don't know about that.
You think you got a little support out there?
I have a contingent. There's a few. The proud? No, the Scrabinators?
The Scrabinators. All right. Well, let's see how they do. We got traffic. Then we got the Fantabulous Sports Game Show to see if Tony can get his rightful championship back.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center. Injured? Demand justice. Demand Jurowitz. 855GetRoss.com. Here's Kelly Danick.
Traffic is brought to you by San Diego Law Firm, fighting for your sexual harassment rights at SDLF.com. Well, someone dropped a couch in the fast lane on eastbound 52 just before Mast Boulevard. A couple vehicles hit that. They're in the center divides. Just take it extra carefully there. Also, southbound 5 before the 805 split, reports of a large roll of insulation in the slow lane. Northbound 5 before Gilman, reports of a stalled car over to the right shoulder. It starts small, the comments, the texts, the pressure at work. When it crosses the line, you need a personal advocate. San Diego Law Firm will help you fight against sexual harassment. Contact them at SDLF.com. That's SDLF.com. I'm Kelly Danick with Gwynn and Chris, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Hey, all you beautiful people out there, it's time to play one of our favorite games of the week.
All right!
We like to call it...
I'm gonna go
Chris's Fantabulous Sports Game Show!
It starts right now on 97.3 The Fan.
All right, category is ready to go here. I'll give it to you guys shortly. You can play along out there, see how many of these correct answers you can get today. There are 20 of them, 20 correct answers today. First person to 11 will win. I don't think this is a category where you will get all 20. You might. If you do, hats off to you guys. You're very good at this, but this is not the easiest of categories. As far as I'm concerned, to get all 20. You'll rotate back and forth with correct answers, and if you get one wrong, you get a strike, 3 strikes, and you're out. So that's how that goes. You'll play along out there. Here is the category. There have been 25 NCAA basketball tournaments this century, starting in 2000, the year 2000. There's been 25 of them. 2020, there was no NCAA tournament at all because of the COVID. So
Aztecs
that's how
may have won the national
right,
championship.
the year we would have won it, right. So there's been 25. As such, there are 4 teams in the Final Four every year, so there's 100 of Final Four appearances. You're going to name the 20 teams that have been there more than once. You're going to name the 20 schools that have been to the Final Four more than once this century. So starting in 2000.
More than once to the Final Four?
To the Final Four. Like the Aztecs will not be a correct answer, unfortunately. They only made it once. But I had to get that in somehow. And so I just did. All right, so that's it. You got to name, there's 20 correct answers. Name the 20 schools that have been to the Final Four multiple times. Tony, I assume you want to go first. You don't have to.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Tony will go first. Give me a school that's been to the Final Four more than once this century, Tony, starting with the year 2000.
Duke.
Duke's been there 6 times, and they are champs 3 times.
So I get 6 points?
You do not. 6 times for 6 points for Duke. If I would have notated that ahead of time. Duke has been there 6 times. 2001, 2010, and 2015. 3 championships for Duke in that time. All right, 6. Duke. Scrappy, who you got?
What about UConn?
UConn's been there how many times do you think, Scrappy, this century? A lot.
5.
6 for them as well.
Do I get 6 points?
No, you don't. They've been there 6 times, but the difference
you don't.
UConn has been there 6 times. They've won it 5 times.
Wow.
And
that's a good percentage.
That is a good percentage.
Yeah, 04, 11, 14, 23 was the Aztec game. And then they won again in 24. So we're tied at 1. Tony, give me a school with multiple Final Four appearances.
The Tar Heels.
You're going to the top now. 7 for them. And they've been there 7. They won it in 05, 09, and 17. 3 championships for them. You guys are getting the easiest ones, obviously, out of the way. Not a bad strategy.
Who did you say, Scrape?
He said UConn. And you said Duke and Carolina, and it's up to Scraby now. Multiple Final Fours this century. Scrabe. Kentucky. 4 times for Kentucky. They won it in 2012. Tied at 2. Right, so far, so good. Tucky. All right. Tony Gwynn Jr. Who you got here for Final Four, multiple Final Fours this century?
Villanova.
Nova has been there 4 times as well, and they won it in 16 and 18 under what's that guy's name? Jay
Harris? No.
Jay Harris is the ESPN anchor.
I know who you're talking about.
Yes.
He's an analyst.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't think of it.
He has
I
a
can
commercial
picture him.
where he talks to a robot.
I can
Totally
see
picture him. Yeah.
Good hair.
Good
Yeah,
hair.
I don't know his name either.
Hey, we'll get it. I'll get it while you're thinking.
Some of the chat's gonna get it before any of us get it.
Well, the chat has been accusing me over the weeks of cheating. So
you can't look.
There's
You can't
no
look.
chat over there because they've been accusing me of cheating.
Yeah,
so.
I didn't think about that, chat.
What are you talking about? You see this all the time. I have
I don't
not
know what's
used
going
it.
on. I cannot see your computer from here, buddy.
Jay Wright is
Jay
the coach's
Jay
name,
Wright.
and his hair is pretty perfect.
It is really nice.
Spectacular.
All right. Scraby.
I'm going to say Kansas.
6 times for Kansas. You guys are getting all the biggies out of the way. They won it twice in 08 and in 22. Mario Chalmers in 08. I remember that one. It's funny. Some you remember, some
I do remember the Mario Chalmers
Remember
year.
Chalmers?
He made a three, right?
They beat
to win it?
Made a big
Memphis.
3. They beat Memphis. Derrick Rose had it and missed like all these free throws down the stretch.
They did.
All right, 3-3. You guys got still 14 correct answers to go. Multiple Final Four appearances this century. Tony.
How about Florida?
Florida, good call. They've been there 5, and they've won 3.
Good one.
They won with Yannick Noah and company in
They went
06
back to
and
back.
07, and then they won last year.
Yeah.
4-3. Tony's in the lead. These are multiple Final Four bids. Which schools have done it? Scraby.
I'm going to say
You guys are going well, but I think it's going to slow.
it
here in
is
a little
definitely
bit.
slowing.
Okay, you're missing.
Speak
I'm
for
gonna
yourself,
say-
buddy.
This team is always considered like the team that needs to win a championship because they get there all the time. Gonzaga.
The Zags, honestly, have only been to 2, but it does qualify.
I cannot believe I just pulled that one out.
You did. They went to 2. They got there in it was 21, I think, the year after the COVID. Yeah, they were in the Final Four that year because I remember that was the game where Jalen Suggs, was it? Half-court shot in UCLA at the wire. Gonzaga got there also in 2017, so twice. But it's a correct answer. Scrape good. 4-4. Tony's up.
How about Mr. Izzo's squad, the Michigan State Spartans?
Michigan State's gone 7 times this century, tied with North Carolina for the most.
I am always picking the year that they lose in the first round. Because
Yeah, they're one of those teams. They either win it or
that's true.
although you think they win it, the last time they won it was 0-0. That was their last championship season. Okay, 5-4. Not to pick it up, but we need to pick it up just a little bit.
Reset the category real quick. So I can
Yes,
think.
right. Final Four appearances, teams that have been there more than once this century.
I'm going to go with a
Scraby's turn.
team that has been pretty good as of late, but I'm not sure if they've done it twice. Houston.
The Cougs have been there twice.
Wow.
You're on the border right now.
All I remember is the Aztecs playing a guy with a really bad haircut. I can't remember the
was
guy's
that
name.
last year?
No.
The haircut guy. Oh, that was a long time ago. And
That was a long time
That was
ago.
not the Final Four.
No, it wasn't.
But Houston's been to the Final Four last year, and they got there in 2021, the post-COVID year. So you're right, Scrabe. You're still going.
Wow.
5-5. Tony, multiple Final Fours. Which teams?
I'm pretty sure they got 2 of them, and
All
I
right,
think
we'll see.
the Orange Men of Syracuse.
The
I wasn't
Orange.
sure.
Have they got 2? No, they don't have 2. Tony, they have 3. So
okay.
you're okay.
Okay.
Just
All right.
wanted your heart to skip a beat
Yeah,
there.
you got it to skip a beat. I appreciate that.
They did win in 03 with Carmelo. 6-5. Tony leads. No incorrect answers. 9 total correct left. It's getting a little tighter. Getting tighter. Scraby, who you got? 6-5. Multiple Final Four. Which teams have done it this century?
Here's when we start to get some.
You're starting to get. You feel like the road's getting bumpy for you.
It's getting a little bumpy. I know that they just. I'm gonna take a chance and say Michigan.
Take a shot at Michigan. The Wolverines. Twice. Gravy,
Whoa.
you continue to
Scrape on by,
scrape
buddy.
through. Michigan got there. Let me get the correct for those keeping tabs on such things. Michigan was there in, I have it here, but it's not jumping at my 2013 and 2018.
Okay.
So twice for Michigan. All right, 6-6, 8 correct answers left. Multiple Final Four bids this century. No strikes yet. Tony.
I'm pretty sure coming out west here to UCLA.
You're going to go with the Bruins?
Yeah, I think they got more than a couple.
They got 4.
There you
They got no championships, though, but they do have 4 Final Fours since the turn of the century. You lead 7-6. Scraby is up. He's been scraping by, but he's been getting it done.
I'm
7
trying to
correct to
think.
go. There's not many left. Guys could end up tying today, 10-10, which I would be really impressed if you do that.
All right.
I got a couple more, I think.
All right. Tony thinks he's got a couple more. He's got a 7-6 lead, multiple Final Four bids. To which school, Scrabe?
I'm gonna go with
this
a school.
century.
I know the coach's name was Tony Bennett. Virginia.
I think you got that. They got two.
Virginia
I know they lost
2019 won it all.
Oh, but they
lost in the first round.
Yeah, it's the only time. Virginia's the first strike. Good try, Scraby. Yeah, 2018 was the year they lost in the first round to
First
UMBC, and then they won it the next year. Virginia.
I think
First strike. All right, Tony's up 7-6.
I'm tapping into my
You feel like
timeline here.
Okay, what are
My
you going
early
here?
2000s.
Early 2000s.
I
who you
think
got?
the Maryland squad
Maryland.
got
Steve
there
Blake.
early. Yeah.
When the hell has Maryland ever been to the Final Four?
Steve Blake years.
Other than 2001 and 2002,
Back to back.
They won it in 2002 under Coach Gary Williams. Maryland Terps were national champs.
Maryland.
That seems like a long,
It does.
another lifetime
They haven't
ago.
been back really since.
They haven't even been to the tournament since, I don't think. All right, Tony's up 8-6.
I think I got one more. I think.
8-6. Scrabe, you need something here. You got one strike. What do you got? Well, there's 6 correct answers here, Scrabe, on the board. If you can get one of them, you stay in the hunt here.
I will say
You got one strike
This is
goes
a
off.
guess, but I remember them winning Louisville.
Louisville.
They got in. Yeah, I think that's right.
There's a good one, Scraby. 3 times for the Cardinals. Way to go. They won it in 13.
I just remember that guy breaking his leg really
Oh,
bad.
good call. Good memory.
Ooh, you just gave me another one.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Bad time.
How did I do
Bad
that?
luck,
I bring up a broken leg and Tony gets another
You
one?
just gave me
Yeah.
an outlier.
When I think of broken legs, I think of Hungary. So I 8-7. Tony, you're closing in, but not there yet. 5 correct
Yeah,
answers.
man.
Who you got?
Give me Butler.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
That was the one.
I didn't
There was
know.
no way anybody could get that.
I thought
but you
about
got
Butler,
it.
but I did not think they got there twice.
They got their back-to-back years, if I'm not
Back-to-back
mistaken. Yeah.
years. Butler was in the championship game. They lost to Duke once, and they lost to UConn once in 2010 and 2011. Butler is a correct answer.
Is that it?
9-7. No, there's still 4 left. You could win with those 4, Scrabe. Tony needs to still get them.
Right.
You have 1 strike, so you're at that bit of a disadvantage.
I need to think.
You need to
I'm going
find
to
a
say
sw-
this out loud, but I'm trying to think of teams that made it to the Final Four 2 times since the year 2000.
That is what you're looking for,
Okay.
correct? You need, there's 4
That didn't
correct
help
answers to go.
That did not help me.
The way
even
you
though
said
I
that,
thought
it didn't
yeah.
pop into your
I thought if I said it out loud, it would help, but it didn't.
You want to say it to yourself in Spanish or something, or try that?
was
No,
kinda
I
fun.
might get it canceled.
All right, 9-7. Tony leads. Scraby 1 strike. Need an answer, sir. Might get it.
Oh man, I'm just gonna say I don't know why this team's popping in my head. Purdue.
Don't. They did it once. That's it for Purdue. Their only appearance was a couple of years ago against. No, you're not out. That's only 2 strikes.
Oh.
Still in it. All right.
I have no idea how I'm still.
You're on the
I'm
doorstep.
still in it.
You're on the doorstep. You're trailing 9-7 with 2 strikes. Tony, no strikes.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to keep that going here.
Try to
How
keep it
about,
going. You got 4 correct answers left.
I think Wisconsin. Wisconsin has to be on there.
3 times for Wisconsin.
I don't even remember.
They didn't win any of them, but they got there in 14. They got there in 15. And the one I remember was the year they beat Kentucky when Kentucky was undefeated. Not mistaken. That was in 15. Anyway, they were also in 0-0. So Wisconsin 3 times. All right, Scrabe, you need all 3. So it's looking bleak.
Hold on, I'm just going to enjoy my championship.
Your championship
feeling
ride is
for-
coming to an
Touch
end
it. Let it
here.
run through your fingers one more time.
10-7. He's got 2 strikes. He's on the doorstep. He needs to get one correct here. I will tell you this, Scraby.
What?
You've heard of the schools.
I'm sure I have.
Yeah, it's not like they're totally out of deep left field, but we'll see if you can pull one out here. You're looking for college basketball. Try
What
to think along those
about
lines.
Marquette?
Marquette, he says. Marquette made it under Dwayne Wade way back when in 2003. But that's it for Marquette. That is strike 3. Scraby's out. Tony Gwynn Jr. has regained the championship in the Fantabulous Sports Game Show with a 10-7 victory. Gravy was
Now that I've
fun while it
tasted a
lasted.
prolonged success with the championship, I'm going to be back in the winner's circle.
Now you feel you're going to
Yep,
be back. You
I'm
want
gonna
to
be
try
back.
the other three, Tony, that you didn't name? Not easy, but can be done. These are all big name schools. They're
Is
all
Texas one of them?
Texas has only been once. That would not have been correct.
Baylor?
Baylor's only been once. Here are the correct ones. Ohio State Buckeyes, 2. Oklahoma, 2.
Oh, is that the Blake Griffin years?
At least one of them was. And then Charles Barkley squad. Auburn went to 2.
Oh, I completely forgot about Auburn.
And then when I was doing this, I had some fun. Who remembers George Mason making the Final Four? How about Loyola
of Chicago?
Chicago with sister Mary Jean. VCU made it.
Yes.
I mean, there's
but
been
they
some-
only made it once, right?
Right. These are all ones.
Because I had all of those in my head.
Yeah, no, these are all ones, but it's just funny to name some of these schools that got there. Wichita State got there. We know the Aztecs beat Florida Atlantic, so they both got there. Anyway, there you go. Here's the one that you did not guess that I thought for sure would trip you up. Arizona is not a
They only
correct
been there
answer.
once.
The only one they went to in this time frame
Mike
is
Bibby.
01.
Yeah, Bibby.
Arizona's not been to the Final Four since then.
Richard Danick squad.
That is-
Jefferson.
yeah, that's
25
a
years
stacked team.
since that's a shocker. The 25 years since Arizona's been to the Final Four. You would think that was a done deal, but that would have been an incorrect answer. All right, very good, guys. Tony's back on top. The world is right.
Hey.
On its axis. And we've got
Hey.
Chris
Hey.
versus the fans. 833-288-0973. All right, so here's what happened. I was at the corner, and I'm going to call out the streets because who cares? It was Claremont Mesa Drive and Ruffin Road, which is pretty close to our radio station here.
Yep.
I had to run over and pick up a little cash from the bank. That was simple, trip before I came into work. And I'm on Ruffin Road, coming up to Claremont Mesa Boulevard.
Ruffin Road can be a little rough sometimes.
Well, they could pave that. It
a
wouldn't
little
hurt.
rough sometimes.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt. They can't call it paved road. I know that.
Wait,
They
your
can call-
issue isn't the potholes in the
No,
road?
that was I'm used to that. So we come up on Claremont Mesa, and we're at the stoplight. I'm in the left-hand turn lane to turn left on Claremont Mesa. I'm the third car back, and there's a 2 left turn lanes. There's 3 cars in line here, and then the going straight is also red, and that is backed up each of the lanes. So that I've got cars on my right, I've got cars on my left, I got 2 in front of me, I got people behind me. No big deal. Light cycles through. And our turn doesn't come.
Oh, no.
So the cross traffic gets to go again. And then the people coming across in our direction, they get to go again. And then for a second time, they skip our turn. Well, that's what I thought. So now...
Actually, you're not going anywhere. You're stuck.
Right, you're stuck.
You're not going anywhere.
And my first thought, of course, as a good scout or, athlete,
Samaritan.
is to look around. Is there any way out? Can I back up? Can I, I'll do anything. But there is nowhere for me to go.
No.
It happens a third time.
Whoa.
And I'm pretty clear at this point, this light's broken. And I'm starting to think, how are we going to get out of this? Am I going to have to call, the police to come and fix it? No one's going to know it's broken.
911 emergency response.
Yeah.
Where's your emergency? Ruffin Road in Claremont. The light is stuck.
The light is stuck. And so this is 5 minutes probably, but you can imagine 5 minutes.
No,
that's a long time,
That's a long
right?
time.
Well, when it comes to the 4th time, I finally start just leaning on my horn.
Oh.
I'm trying to get...
What are the people in front of you going to do?
Well, because there was a moment, right, after the traffic comes this way, it paused.
You want them to run the light.
You could at least a couple people could run the light. We could get this going here.
You want them to run the light.
I did.
Break the law.
Well, they had to. Otherwise, we'd still be there. Anyway, so this is going on. So I'm starting leaning on my horn. The lady next to me looks at me like, what the hell are you doing?
Good for her. Good for her.
And good for her. Yeah.
Kidding.
I'm like,
I'm just
ma'am,
kidding.
are you just clueless? Were you going to sit here the rest of your life?
She has faith that the light's going to turn eventually.
Evidently so. If it had gone again, the guy next to me on this side rolled down his passenger window. That starts to go down. I think he's going to be mad. And he's like, what? And I'm like, I'm pretty sure the light's broken. Like, how do you not know this? We've all been sitting here for 6-7 minutes now. The two cars at the very front of the left turn lane are not budging. So they apparently are content to sit there for as long as it need be.
They also have faith that the light is going to turn.
But I have no faith.
What gives them that faith?
Yeah, but what gave them the faith? I mean, it had cycled through 4 times now. The 5th time, I was going to just have to get out of my car and walk up to that and go, will you please do something? Or get, and if you don't, and I would have,
something.
You know what I would have said? If you don't want to run the light, just get out of my way so I can run the light. I'm not sitting here the rest of the day. And finally, on the 5th time, the first 2 people ran the light, and the next person was able to get you know what I mean? And after a couple more cycles through, I got out of there. But I don't know.
Did the light ever start working?
I don't know. If you're at Claremont Mason Ruffin Road, you might still be there. I don't know. This was 45 minutes ago or so.
Wow.
So my question to you is, how differently would you have handled this than I did? And I'll start with you, Tony. Would there have been any difference, or do you know?
I don't know if I would have laid on my horn.
You would have just never laid on it.
I think I might have maybe rolled down the window, see if I could talk to somebody, see what else.
See if anybody else was in on it?
I don't think I would have laid on my horn because, listen, what you're asking is for them to, which may not be easy for everybody, and that is the timing between when because they're waiting for their light to turn.
Yes,
right?
they were waiting for
the light's not going to turn. But that also then requires them to guess the exact kind of when the timing of when they can go. And
you know what? Figure it out.
I think a lot of people wouldn't be comfortable with
running the light,
with
even
running
under
the light.
these circumstances. Well, I think,
not when there's other cars that could actually hit them.
Okay, I think you are right, and the reason I think you're right is because of the 40 to 50 cars that were now piled up in my area behind me and around me. I was the only one honking.
Right, and
then nobody else thought to do this. All right, so here's what happened. I was at the corner, and I'm going to call out the streets because who cares? It was Claremont Mesa Drive and Ruffin Road, which is pretty close to our radio station here.
Yep.
I had to run over and pick up a little cash from the bank. That was simple, trip before I came into work. And I'm on Ruffin Road, coming up to Claremont Mesa Boulevard.
Ruffin Road can be a little rough sometimes.
Well, they could pave that. It wouldn't hurt. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt. They can't call it paved road. I know that.
Wait, your issue isn't the potholes in the road?
No, that was I'm used to that. So we come up.
Let's get to it.
If you had one shot, one opportunity to take down the human almanac himself,
howdy do.
Now is your time.
Listen to me, this guy is dangerous.
Now is your opportunity to win a prize.
Well, I hope you know what you're in for.
Chris versus the Fans starts now on 97.3 The Fan.
Chris's yawn was...
Yeah, well, you know what? I was yawning because I'm looking at the screen. Duke and Pitt play at 9 o'clock Eastern tonight. That is what time the game will be in Pittsburgh, 9 p.m. I thought
late.
I thought it's weak that ESPN makes us play at 8 p.m. to get on TV, but now that I see Duke's playing at 9 p.m., I feel better. And
that's crazy.
Why do I have a sneaky suspicion that John Shire will have a comment about that somewhere along the way?
I think you're right.
Playing at 9 p.m.
9 p.m.
Yeah.
Even in a baseball game, we're probably getting ready to wrap up.
That's legit
in Miami.
Start time tonight in Pittsburgh, 9 p.m.
Well, they are college students, so.
Well, I know.
I mean, they might as well have Midnight Madness at this point, 9 o'clock.
Quick update or fact check.
We're in the middle of the game.
Yeah, I know, but I'm updating something from the Fantabulous. Tony was naming off the 97 Arizona basketball team. You were naming off most of the 97,
that was
not
97.
the 01. The 97 team won it all with Bibby, Miles Simon, Jason Terry. Those are you're talking about. The 01 team did not win it all. They lost to Duke in the final. That was the one with Gilbert Arenas.
And Richard Jefferson.
Okay. Luke Walton.
Okay.
Khalid Reeves. Kenny Lofton. Was on that team.
No.
In 01, says it right here.
Kenny Lofton was not on 01. He was playing in the big leagues.
01.
Yeah,
He was
2001.
well, why? This is a 6'6" forward, Kenny Lofton.
No,
that's
so
not
not,
him.
not the
Not
other.
that Kenny
'cause
Lofton.
That Kenny Lofton
Yeah.
also played for Arizona
Okay, no,
in
right,
the 80s.
right. No, this is not that Kenny
early
Lofton.
90s,
Yeah.
yeah.
Khalid El Amin. That was a pretty good team in 01.
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah,
they
yeah.
lost the final. All right, we wanted to clear that up if there's any Wildcats out there.
Wow, they had 2 Kenny Loftons.
Yeah,
That's
I
crazy.
didn't know that. When I saw this, I'm like, oh, that's got to be Kenny Lofton. But it's not. Yeah, it's a different one.
All right, Scrappy?
The prize. You will be qualified for a shot. 2 tickets to 9 Inch Nails at Pechanga Arena on March 9th. And the rules, you have to make it through 3 questions. Each question will get more difficult. If you get the question right, you move on. If you get it wrong and Chris gets it right, you're eliminated. But if Chris gets it wrong, then you move on to the next question or you win. If you're a first-time player, let us know before you get into it. And you'll get that question for free today. All right, let me get the contestants. Let's go to Mark.
Hello, Mark.
This is Mike.
Mike.
Hey, guys.
Oh, got to
Happy
change your name.
Tuesday.
All right, happy Tuesday.
We
Mike.
don't really need to get your name right. We get the first letter. We feel like we're onto it.
Did say
Close enough. Close enough.
All right, here we go. First question. What is the puck made of in professional hockey?
Rubber.
It is rubber. Very
It's
good.
technically, and I don't think I can do this on the first question, it's vulcanized rubber.
Yes, you're very good.
I was going to say vulcanized rubber.
No, rubber's good.
okay.
I think rubber's solid.
No, rubber's fine for the first question.
Yeah, they always say when the goalie's getting pepper, he's getting seeing a lot of rubber.
Question number 2. Who scored the first touchdown of the Super Bowl this past Sunday?
Ooh. It's a long time in coming.
I'm going to pass.
Gonna pass. It's not a bad idea because I totally can see him, and I know it's AJ something, but I really don't know the guy's last name. Barner. Oh, that's it, huh?
Sorry about
I was
that,
just
Mike.
totally.
I said
wasn't
Austin,
sure.
but it is AJ. Barner is the correct last name.
Okay.
We'll go to the next
Sorry
contestant.
about it, Mike.
He ruined a lot of people's first touchdown bets in the game.
Oh, that's a lot of money for Vegas right there.
Vegas
No
was
one
like,
bet on that guy.
"Cha-ching!"
Yeah, nobody bet on him to score the first touchdown.
Let's go to Joaquin.
Joaquin, welcome to the show.
How you doing?
Hey,
Doing well, my
Joaquin.
friend.
Pretty good.
Here we go. First question. This could be a tough one. You never know. Who did the Super Bowl halftime show on Sunday?
Are there 2 correct answers? Not really.
There's only one.
Can you repeat that question one more time? It's hard to hear at the end.
Yeah. Who did the Super Bowl halftime show Sunday?
Oh, Bad Bunny.
There it is, indeed,
Nice
Bad
job.
Bunny.
All right, I think we can move on from the Bad Bunny questions now.
Question number 2. SDFC is in what city today to play a game?
I have not kept up on that. I will be honest. I don't know. I guess that's a pass. I have no idea.
Passing's probably smart.
He's passing, handing it off to Chris
Mr. Soccer fan himself over here. I know that they're playing Puma something or other, but I don't know that that's a city. I'm going to say it is Puma. Don't know.
I want to live in Puma.
Yeah, well, I didn't know what else to guess.
No, I
Where's
get
the
it.
game? I don't know.
The answer is Mexico City.
The only one I knew. I should have tried it.
On to question number 3.
Okay. Joaquin.
LA is hosting the 2028 Summer Olympics.
Wait, did we already do this one? I think we did. I need to delete that. Sorry.
Is this Salt Lake City the answer?
Yes.
Oh, then you already
That's
did
my
it.
fault. My fault.
Let's go with the Daytona 500.
Oh.
Had the same winner in 24 and 25. What is the
You get the winner in
driver's
the next
name?
10 years, I would have known this one.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not too sure, but I would just throw a guess. I think it's like Byron Buck. No, it's I don't know. I forget the name. I don't know. I'll pass. I guess.
He's gonna pass.
He's gonna pass. Whoa.
I don't know. What's that guy's name we used to be a big fan of there? He was a good guy.
I haven't been a fan since like the early 2000s. I don't think that guy's still racing.
Jeff Gordon, Mark Martin, Dale Jarrett.
Yeah,
Michael Waltrip.
I'm gonna go with Buddy Baker.
Buddy
He was
Baker.
he was a good NASCAR guy in the 70s. Look him up.
Oh yeah, he's definitely winning the last two.
How about Cale Yarborough? Have you heard of that name?
I
before?
have definitely heard of Cale Yarborough.
Cale Yarborough. I'll try him too.
You're trying both of them.
Trying both of them. No,
Stay there, Joaquin.
You got that.
Nice work.
That was just good timing, Joaquin.
Joaquin was actually on it. He just
Was he?
He couldn't get the first name.
He was.
It was William Byron.
Yes.
What?
So when he said Byron, I was like, whoa.
If he would have just left it at Byron, he would have won. It was his last name.
He sounds like a professor at Cal or something. William Byron.
It does. Professor Byron.
He does kind of sound like
it doesn't
that.
sound like Cale Yarborough. I mean, that's a NASCAR guy.
Yeah, that's Richard Petty.
Yeah, come on.
Is a NASCAR guy.
David, who was the guy I used to like? David P. God.
David P. Shapiro?
ABC's Wild World of Sports was a godsend to all of us. I don't think it was mostly before your guys' time, was it not, Tony?
I'm sorry.
ABC Wide World of Sports with Jim McKay.
I remember Jim McKay.
Really, they did an amazing job, but they showed you every other sport in the world every Saturday, and you got to be kind of fans of this stuff. You had no choice but to watch it because there was no other sports on TV, no other choices, and I don't know. They showed the log. The lumberjack championships. They showed NASCAR.
I love those.
They showed the cliff diving from Acapulco. They showed, you name it, they showed it. So you kind of got into it after a while.
I was a big fan of the forest games, the saws and
lumberjacks.
Lumberjack. You just said it. That was awesome. And they would have to axe into a tree, put a board there, and stand on the board and axe that side of the tree. It's great.
You've heard
that was up late night. That was late night. That wasn't up during the regular part of the day. You had to.
If only they had sports betting, I would have lost all my money.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
Could you imagine?
I would have.
But it wasn't late night on Wild World of Sports. I mean, those prime time Saturday
I'm saying
afternoon
when I used to watch it,
viewing.
I guess it was during prime time on Saturdays.
Yeah,
they would run repeats of it late night on ESPN or one of them channels. I remember seeing it as a kid, but yeah, man, no doubt.
The Open is very famous with the agony of defeat, and the guy tumbles down the ski jump.
I don't remember that.
You don't know that video at all? Really?
Maybe if I saw it again.
Like the agony. If you just type in the agony of defeat, I wonder what comes up.
A picture
that
of the guy
original
falling.
agony of defeat, and it's the guy falling down the ski jump. It's one of the most horrific collisions you've ever seen.
Oh, it's from 1970.
Vinko Bogataj ended up as part of the ABC Wild World of Sports opening montage because he fell on this ski jump attempt. Yeah, the agony of defeat. All right.
Oh, wow. This is way different from the ski jumping that happens today.
Yeah, he took pretty good.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, he took quite the fall.
Everybody type in the agony of defeat and you will find it.
You will see what we're talking about.
They didn't have elevators. They didn't have ski tracks.
They probably had to
It was
walk
just a
up.
hill. It was a hill. Seriously.
This guy didn't make it down safely. I'll tell you that.
All right, let's get to break. On the other side, we'll talk a little bit of LeBron James. He
fiery
sounded off on his team, and I'm a big fan of players just keeping it 100. He did not mince words as he misses tonight's game.
Lakers fans are angry about it.
Yeah, they're always angry.
That's because everybody's soft now.
They don't want to hear the truth.
People are soft.
More Gwynn and Chris on the other side.
You tell them, LeBron.
Traffic it is.
From the 855.
Chris. 97.3 The Fan. Michael Jordan never did it. James Worthy, never. How about Grant Hill? Never did it. Trying to think of some other unbelievable ACC basketball superstars. Tony, how about Ralph Sampson of Virginia coming to mind? I mean, that's going back further than a lot of people. I'm just talking about the greatest players ever to play ACC basketball. I mean, there's a ton of you get Carolina, Duke. I mean, that right there, you're going to name a ton of them. But anyway, none of them ever scored 45 points in a game as a freshman. Kid from Louisville did it last night to break the all-time record. That's pretty good. I mean, you break the ACC record for freshman scoring, you've done something. You've beaten out a bunch of pretty darn good guys who were there.
40 in 40 minutes.
45 and 40. That's right. It's a 40-minute
game.
Yeah.
And you can do the rules are a whole lot different.
NC State did not guard anybody, I don't think, because Louisville ended up scoring 118 points. That's quite a few. Welcome back to Gwynn and Chris. 4:20 is the time. Chris, Tony, Scraby, and speaking of some basketball, LeBron James. None too happy after the Lakers lost last night to OKC, and they're probably going to lose tonight. Not anybody's fault other than the fact the Lakers don't have any players in the game, playing the Spurs with nobody active. But LeBron's saying straight up, Tony, fill me in here, but he said we can't win a championship. Now, did he say we can't win it playing like this, or do we say we can't win one? Because there's a difference there.
For sure. Let's listen to the context, because Scraby cut it in a way where you get to hear the question, too.
LeBron, they're the best team in the league, and they're a good measuring stick when you play them. Where are you seeing the gaps between like where they're at and the things they do well consistently versus like kind of the build that you guys are trying to put together?
You want me to compare us to them?
No, I want to know where you think that like sort of as this team is on its like.
That's a championship team right there. We're not.
So
I don't understand.
What are the biggest things you think that are keeping this team as right now?
We can't sustain energy and effort 48 minutes, and they can. That's why they won a championship.
I think
interesting. He's calling out their effort.
I mean, he's saying the same thing that JJ Redick has said at different times of the year, and he's right. They don't play with that
urgency,
that type of focus and effort.
Okay.
And it's not like it's in spurts. Like they'll play 12 minutes of that time, and they'll be in the game against a team like this, or they'll be ahead. And then there'll be a 8-minute funk where they don't play with that same type of energy. And sometimes it seems like it's connected with the offense. They if they're hitting shots, they come down, they play some D, but if they're not,
the defense
it just kind of it starts to gradually get.
I hear the
worse.
criticism of the Lakers defense often, that they don't have it.
They don't have good defenders. You got a 40-plus-year-old LeBron James. You got a Luka Doncic that no matter how much weight he loses, he's not
quick enough.
Great defender.
All of the metrics say he's one of the easiest guys to drive around in the league. That's not putting him down. That's just what the metrics say.
Listen. Just by the way, there were a lot of guys that weren't great. I mean, Carmelo's one of the greatest offensive players ever. Wasn't known for his defense.
No.
It's very rare that's usually the case. Steve Nash, another one, wasn't known for his defense. He was a great offensive player. But that being said, when you got, and Austin Reeves, not a great defender. You got three guys that can be isolated.
Good news is if you get past them, you got DeAndre Ayton waiting at the rim, but he's probably having a sandwich and doesn't notice it.
He's certainly not playing right now. So I don't mind this. People, it's sure Laker fans are mad because they are upset LeBron is pointing this out. A lot of it's just because I think some Laker fans are just ready to move on from LeBron, but ultimately he's right. If you watch, if you watch the game,
he's also won championships, so he should have a little bit of a feel for that question.
Yeah, people don't like to hear the truth sometimes.
People say that the Lakers' best defense is their offense. They can put up so many points when they're on, and they can get you so many different directions.
That's fair.
A lot of teams just can't keep up with them.
They don't.
And they have it. They're 32-20, right?
Right.
So they're
doing
like
some
a bad record.
They're fifth, I think, in the West.
So, and they've only had their healthy lineup like 10 games. So there's something to be said, but I will tell you, maybe it's just people who don't like LeBron also, Tony, because remember, that's my Twitter feed, a lot of negative LeBron stuff. But I've heard too many people say the Lakers are a fugazi when it comes to winning a championship.
They don't play good enough defense now. That's just what it is.
That's so LeBron said. They lost last night. But if you missed it, LeBron's out tonight. Doncic is still out. Austin Reeves is out tonight. And Marcus Smart. And you put Kennard in there to shoot. With those four guys, Ayton can give you some inside presence.
Hopefully they can.
This is really a fairly talented team. And when you say they can't play defense, I've always felt Marcus Smart was one of the better defenders in the league. But it goes to show
you
one
gotta
guy
have five
can't
guys
do it.
doing it at the same time. That's what makes you a championship level team.
Yeah.
Can't be four of the five guys and one guy not doing it.
Not guarding anybody.
The NBA will take advantage of that every time.
Especially now that we're in a day and age, Tony, and I'm quick to admit this because I also like to try to say, basketball was better in the Jordan, Barkley, that kind of day. In the Jordan, Barkley day, Isaiah, Magic even, if you played great defense, you could stop people. I don't know that great defense can even stop these guys anymore. They're so good.
You know what?
Like, what would the Pistons do against these kind of guys?
You know what?
They'd be spread out all over the floor. I don't know that they could do it.
I mean, the rules make it so that the offense has an advantage. But you know what you don't hear? I mean, it seems like the guy who just got the job for Baltimore Ravens, is it Mentor? Like, he is supposedly like this defensive genius. Like, it's same thing for Mike McDonald, right? These guys you don't hear about like a defensive genius anymore in basketball. It was like Van Gundy, Jeff Van Gundy for a long time in the earlier portion, but you hear all about these offensive guys that have all these different ideas, but you don't hear about anybody about a defense.
Very rarely did team. I mean, when you would watch those Bulls Pistons, or when I would watch the Bulls Pistons games, even with Jordan, they couldn't get a shot a lot of possessions, Tony. You know, the best they could do is just heave one up at the shot clock buzzer because they couldn't get anything open. I don't see that happen too often in the NBA now. These guys just go up and make the shot.
Yeah.
Even if you're draped on them.
Yeah,
so
no,
it's just different in that regard.
Shot making ability is through the roof compared to what it used to be.
Yeah, okay. I wanted to ask Scraby about this while we have a second, it could be a big five. I don't think so, though. Do you want to look, Scraby?
What? Ask me.
Let me get situated so I can see.
I know, before you duck in case because he'll throw something across the room. Why do all your 49er players keep getting shot?
Oh, that's not in the big five. But I asked myself the same question earlier today.
It's really not funny, but
it's not.
Because he could have been hurt big time.
Maybe one thing if, I lived up in that neighborhood, then I could understand it because they're 49ers and I don't like them. What's going on?
Apparently, from what I gather, I've never even really heard of this player. But
so he's a backup guy.
Yeah, but
not that it matters.
No, he's still getting shot. Is still
apparently he had a party at some bar or club, and then there was a fight that broke out, and shots were fired, and he was hit by one of the shots. I don't think that he was involved in the fight or anything.
Yeah, maybe getting hit in the ankle with it.
Getting hit in the ankle.
The guy that gets hit with the stray bullet is never in the fight,
right?
But you're in the neighborhood. Keon White is his name.
So this was at a
4 in the morning.
It was like a bar club.
Generally good happens.
The old
after
saying,
midnight,
4 o'clock. Yeah. So no arrests have been made yet. Trying to figure it out. But there was a scuffle of some kind.
I don't know what part of Mission Avenue they were on, but I got lost at Mission one day back in the day.
1700 block of Mission Street.
I would have to look at the map, but there are certain parts of that neighborhood that are rough.
So
I got stuck and I was scared.
Yeah. 49ers now lead the Seahawks, and guys being shot over the last couple of years 2-0 heading into next season. So that's
Ricky Pearsall,
an advantage you have.
Ricky Pearsall was just walking back to his car.
Somebody tried to rob him. Yeah, that's different.
That's not good either.
All right, let's. Is it me? No, it's you.
Oh, Chris. All right. Well, we got a big five, so that means the 5 stories that you're about to hear from Scraby are even better than that one. It's coming up.
Ben and Wood.
Stand up, stay low. Hands on the heart. Stay low.
Oh, you idiot. Typical tandem student right there.
I tried. I wrecked your good job, buddy.
Fun, huh?
You need help with anything?
4:35 on the clock. Tony Gwynn Jr., Chris Sello, Matt Scraby, all guests on 97.3 The Fan. Join us on the David P. Shapiro Fan Hotline. David P. Shapiro criminal defense attorneys, helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com.
Sorry, Tony, am I mistaken here in my criticism of the speed skater here for the U.S.? Appears to be wearing sunglasses, even though the competition is indoors.
Well, I think
are those different kinds of glasses?
Well, I think they all have glasses. I mean, the looks like
Japanese skater there looks like they have a full space shield.
Yeah, so I think as opposed to the shield, they go with the.
But the shield, I think, is to protect from injury. Maybe
I think it's what the glasses.
I don't know what they do.
To protect the same thing as the glasses.
Hers are tinted.
There was another clear one. But I think it's just to keep the ice out of your, when you're
out of your eyes,
as you're going,
and to keep a skate from hitting you in the eye.
That also could
because they're very close.
I liked it better when I was critical of the fact that they're doing it indoors. You guys shot me down, and correctly so. There,
they have certain glasses. Maybe it's like so they can see the ice better.
Yeah,
polarized. I don't know.
See the ice.
I have no idea.
By the way, real quick, this is an interesting story. I'm not going to read it all to you out there, but if you look for it on ESPN.com, they have a whole story about Super Bowl runner-up rings. Evidently, if you lose the Super Bowl, you still get a conference championship ring. None of the players seem to like them, but they get them nonetheless. And there's a whole competition between all of these jewelers around the country who submit their designs for the championship rings and the Super Bowl rings. And
it's big business, probably.
Big business. You have to get chosen. Obviously,
it's chosen by the NFL
or chosen by that team.
Or that team. I mean, they're paying big bucks. This is NFL we talking about.
You also now have to design a double-decker ring because I think the Eagles have a removable roof on there.
The rings have gotten crazy out of hand. The guy from Jason of Beverly Hills, the jeweler that did the Eagles championship ring last year, said that they certainly go out after the Super Bowl and try to find these teams and pitch their ideas. He said as far as the losing team is concerned, though, they just kind of wait around a little bit and hope that somebody gets in touch with them. You don't want to call the Patriots the day after they got crushed and go, all right, we're here to design your ring for you.
Hi, may I speak to Robert Kraft, please?
Yeah. You probably like this story being written because if you're a jeweler, it just brings more light to the losing side. They got to get rings too.
I showed Scraby the 2023 NFC champion ring for the 49ers. They lost Super Bowl. It's a pretty nice ring. I don't know why I would never wear that, but maybe they never would. All right, off you go, Scrabe.
Oh,
Big 5 time, right?
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center. Injured? Demand justice. Demand Jurowitz. 855GetRoss.com. Here's Kelly Danick.
This game day traffic report is brought to you by Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water. He reports of a crash now on northbound at 15 before West Bernardo. Looks like a couple vehicles blocking the fast lane. Also reports of a stall on the Picador Boulevard off-ramp, westbound 905. It's over to the right shoulder. What makes Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water different? They always bottle their Alpine Spring Water less than 1.5 miles from the spring source. And all of their bottles are made with 50% recycled plastic from their own recycling plants. Crystal Geyser, bottled at the spring source. I'm Kelly Danick with Gwynn and Chris, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
It's that time of the show when we check on the latest in sports. Only the most important topics and questions are brought to light.
Stop what you're doing and listen.
These news stories will astound and amaze you. The one, the only.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
The Big Five starts now on 97.3 The Fan.
Big old crash in the short track speed skating.
Good thing she had her glasses on there.
I mean, they're playing. This is insane. They're playing tag basically. You have to. They're relays. Anyway,
I love that they're literally running on the ice.
They really are. They really are.
To start that race, it's at least 6 full running strides.
It really is.
Get into it,
and it's only a 500-meter race. I think maybe either today or tomorrow we need to talk about Phil Mickelson. Because you guys are going to agree with Phil Mickelson. He was very critical of the Players' Championship as being the 5th major. So we'll have to talk about that.
Time Phil making some sense out there. Phil.
I would like for you to learn what else he said in this whole thing. He said Live Golf offers the best golf in the world.
Who said that?
Phil Mickelson. We can talk about it later if we want.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
You're for everyone out there. He's not comparing. He's not linking the two. Don't you like that one?
Number 5.
Okay. ESPN's
the Dave Chappelle show.
Yes. Everybody who's seen Dave Chappelle knows that one. Ryan Clark, one of Tony's favorite guys, said on ESPN this morning or yesterday, he would take 9 NFC quarterbacks over Seahawks quarterback Sam Darnold. Here are who the
Chris might have
that
more.
all.
Here's who he would take over Sam Darnold: Matthew Stafford, Brock Purdy, Baker Mayfield, Dak Prescott, Jaden Daniels, Jalen Hurts, Caleb Williams, Jordan Love, Jared Goff. Tony, you're up first. Do you agree that Sam Darnold, you would take those guys before Sam Darnold?
I mean, before he won a championship, yes. I think that's safe to say. Is Ryan saying that even after?
He said it
that?
yesterday, so
he's saying it.
People are still doubling down on Sam Darnold's a terrible quarterback.
He is. Did you watch the game Sunday?
I should have known that was
How many throws did he have on target? About 2?
I think that's fair.
Please.
I think that's a fair comment. I mean, especially going into the Super Bowl. And, frankly, if you are looking at, and it's not an individual sport, it's a team sport. His team won. He helped get him there. That's not his individual statistics didn't quite.
Even Sam himself said he was terrible.
I don't think he said that.
I didn't see it, so I don't know.
Yeah. Said I wasn't very good, but I'm glad we won the Super Bowl.
Well, he's a self-deprecating guy.
Okay.
Either way, yes. I mean, yes, you would take 9 of those. You take all those quarterbacks over.
I found some more.
Okay, well, go, Chris. Just your turn.
Let me ask this.
Wait, no, I think it's a beef. I want to hear who his other ones are too.
Go ahead.
Young, Carolina, going forward.
You've got to be crazy.
Going forward, you
would take Young.
I wouldn't. Yeah, maybe. I mean, going forward, he's got more upside than Sam Darnold.
You don't sound as sure about.
I'm just trying to sell it. How about Kyler Murray? I mean,
no.
Okay, you've given up completely on him.
He's not even going to be playing for his own team.
Dart going forward.
Yeah,
no, he doesn't.
How about Tyler Shuck going forward?
Definitely not taking Tyler Shuck.
You guys all take Sam Darnold, and we'll see you. Seattle's not getting close to a Super Bowl with him again.
I mean, that would be
playing
fine
like
with me.
that.
That would be fine with me. I mean, I don't know that he ranks.
He tried to pass along Tyler Shuck in front of him. Dang,
Shuck was my starting quarterback in the fantasy championship game this year.
I know he had a good couple of weeks.
I didn't see Sam Darnold in no fantasy championship game.
That is true.
Tyler Shuck.
Sam, I wonder how many teams Sam Darnold won a fantasy championship with.
Well, listen, Minnesota made the mistake. I bet you they take Sam Darnold back.
Well,
right
yeah,
now.
based on what they have at the moment.
Yes. All right, that was fun. Chris is still naming guys. Tua or Sam Darnold?
I only did NFC. I didn't even go
right,
NFC.
You didn't. But it was NFC quarterbacks, right?
Yeah, but first of all, I mean, you got Pro Bowler, Shador Sanders. I mean, there's a lot of people here.
Oh, I guess it was NFC, but I didn't know that he was doing NFC.
No, he said NFC.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
Because Seattle's in the NFC.
He didn't have to. I mean, it'd be more quarterbacks if you're adding AFC.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to play name game, but it doesn't matter.
The thing that was saddest about that Super Bowl is that we came perilously close to having Drake May as our league MVP this year, and that would have been really a fugazi. I'm sorry.
He would have got crushed if he would have got it, and then that performance did happen the next.
I will give him credit. He stood up there, or he sat down.
I wouldn't have expected anything.
I wouldn't either, but there are
from
certain
Drake
guys
May.
like his linemen who
I agree.
took off.
I agree. No, he hung in there.
And defensive poor Will Compton.
No, it's
Is it
Campbell?
Will
Campbell.
Campbell.
Yeah.
In defensive poor Will Campbell, he was getting pummeled.
It was the worst game for a lineman of the season.
I don't think it's a good look to but I don't blame him for being like.
He came back
I'm
and he
out.
said the next
What
day,
do you
he was
say
like,
when you're physically blown out like that? There's not much you have.
Man, I
Drake
can
May can at least talk strategy and say, well, we should have done this, we should have done that.
my lineman stunk.
No,
What was
but
it
Will
again?
Campbell, what's
Will
he going to
Campbell.
say?
Will
Yeah, I
Campbell.
just got run over by
And
a
they said
truck.
today, by the way, that they're gonna stick with him. He's gonna help. They're gonna help him get better.
Yeah, I mean,
His confidence has got to be like.
Look, all it's going to take is 2 games against Bradley Chubb of the Dolphins, and he'll have his confidence back like that.
okay.
Number 4.
It seems like whenever a pro sports franchise is sold these days, rumors the new owner is going to move the team pop up everywhere. Bill Oram, a sports columnist at the Oregonian, is predicting the new owner of the Blazers, Dundon, is going to relocate the team, citing political arguments about the future of the stadium or the arena that the Blazers play in, the Moda Center, and the new owner's indifference about keeping the team in the city. In the article, it says, quote, the only person who benefits from all of the hiccups in this Moda Center boondoggle is the over-leveraged incoming owner who knows his team's greatest value lies in his ability to move it, end quote. So, Chris, you're up first. Do the Blazers belong in Portland?
The fans there deserve to have them. They've been selling out games in Portland since I've been alive. Portland was the first place that actually sold out so many games that they used to hire rent out a movie theater across the street from the arena
Wow.
and put people in there to watch the games.
Dang.
I don't know that it's like that anymore, but it's a really small, comparatively, city. Portland has no other sports but that basketball team.
Yeah.
So I hope it doesn't ever happen. But
Yeah.
greed is an
Greed's a hell of a
unfortunate
drug.
motivator. Yeah.
You know how I'm getting old is that you start. We see players move. We starting to see writers move from places. Bill Oram, if I'm not mistaken, used to be in L.A.
Okay.
I don't know.
Maybe. They're trying to stay a step ahead of the game themselves.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. I would hope not. It seems like Portland is where this team should be,
I think so.
Yeah,
the
he covered the
president,
Lakers.
That's what I thought. I remember
did.
Bill Oram as covering
Man,
the
poor
Lakers.
guy just moving into a place where
you know who was the
I don't know.
what's the Heat?
Maybe he's from Oregon.
The president of the Blazers, when they were selling out like that and renting out theaters, was a guy by the name of John Spoelstra, who was a marketing guru
Is it
of how to.
Spoelstra's dad?
Yes, Eric Spoelstra's dad.
Is it really?
He was a marketing
Dang.
genius in
How
how
you feel
to
about that,
build the selling of a pro team. And he could prove it by showing what he did in Portland, where they were the best when he was there.
How do I feel about Eric Spoelstra? I've said this many
Now,
times.
did you know that already?
Yes, he put in the time in the film room for
good.
years.
He did. I just wanted to make sure you were
didn't-
okay with it.
He's
You
not
don't
like
Nepo
Nepo-
babies.
no, he's not like
Yeah, he didn't like those.
Steve Belichick, who's going to get the North Carolina head coaching job just because he's Belichick's
Is
son.
he though? I don't think
That was in his contract. Remember?
Yeah, listen. I don't think college football is playing like that no more.
They don't care anymore.
I think they're willing to renege on that real quick.
Okay, here we go. Did you get the answer, Tony?
I don't remember. Yes, I did.
Okay.
I said I hope they
Number
don't.
3.
They don't move.
The San Francisco Giants traded Kyle Harrison and Jordan Hicks last year, plus some others, to Boston in exchange for Rafael Devers and his love of playing first base.
So there's a little crazy shot right there.
I like Rafael Devers. Now the Red Sox have traded away Kyle Harrison to the Brewers in the Caleb Durbin deal. And along with that, the Red Sox traded pitcher Jordan Hicks on February 1st to the White Sox. So now the two main players in the Devers trade didn't even make it a calendar year in Boston. So we talk about losing trades. Tony, does trading away main pieces you received mean you lost that trade?
Listen, I don't think anybody understands exactly what's happening in Boston. I mean, they make a good move and then they
Make 10
bomb
bad
on two moves back to back. I mean, you let Devers go after you bring Bregman in, and then you don't re-sign Bregman. He moves on to a different team. You talk about the trade that they got for them. You've moved off all those pieces. So, listen, maybe my man Craig Breslow has a master game plan that we can't see yet. But I know it hasn't resulted into the Red Sox returning to to prominence as of yet. Now they may have a good thing here. You got Crochet and who's the other guy they signed this offseason? Lefty, another pitcher, starter. Come on with it.
Ranger Suarez. Right?
Suarez, yes. So, you got two lefties. We'll see how this goes. Are they going to have enough offense? Brakeman is no longer there. Some of the young guys are still going to be, one of their main young pieces is going to be hurt to start the season. So we'll see. This is a definite wait and see. Right now, it don't look good.
Chris, if you trade away the main pieces that you received, does that mean you lose the trade?
I guess so, but I've talked about this before. If you are going to take a couple of my prospects for a proven all-star player, I'm going to take the player every time. And I'll take my chances that those prospects become something brilliant.
The Giants said thank you.
Every now and again, it happens. We still don't know. Maybe Leo DeVries will be incredible. But right now, we're getting Mason Miller for free. You can't replace that in my mind. Even if DeVries does become good in 3 years, we still got 3 full years of free baseball.
Leo's going to have to turn into a dude that we're often talking about.
Yeah. Doesn't happen.
Just think much. The best one so far that has gone from the Padres to someone else has been Woods. And it took how many years before we were actually talking about him on the
only
big
other
stage.
guy that started making a little noise was Marcy at the second half of last year.
And it hasn't been to the level that we've seen Woods.
No, but Marcy did a little something. But anyway.
He did.
Yeah.
Number 2.
The Mountain West Conference welcomed North Dakota State as a football member starting in July of this year. So here are the football members. By the way, University of Hawaii at Manoa, is that that's the main one?
That's the main one.
Is that a new name for it?
I feel like the Manoa thing came on as of late. I don't know when it was. It used to be the University of Hawaii.
Yeah. And I was like, did the other Hawaii go to a different conference?
That's Hilo, I believe.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
It is Hilo. But here they are. North Dakota State, Air Force, University of Hawaii at Manoa, University of Nevada, Reno, UNLV, New Mexico, San Jose State, University of Texas, El Paso, University of Wyoming, also Northern Illinois, a very mountainous region, by the way, Northern Illinois.
You can't make fun of this when Stanford's in the ACC.
Yeah, no, you can't.
I'm not making fun. I can make fun of whoever I want to make fun of.
Such a child.
So, Tony, I think you're up first. No, I don't even know anymore. Chris, you're up first.
Yeah.
When I see this, my first thought was, does the Mountain West have dreams of ever becoming a more powerful conference?
Does it have dreams? I'm sure they'd love to be. I'm sure that. Look, I'm more concerned with the Pac-12 becoming something. And I honestly don't see a path for it the way some people are trying to sell me on it. I want it. I want to believe that San Diego State is someday going to be on the same level in a conference as Kansas in basketball, same level as Purdue or whoever in football. I don't see the Pac-12 getting there with this group of schools. I hope they do. I'm praying. I want it. Don't see it. The WAC or the Mountain West even behind that. So, they can want it all they want. I don't think they're going to get there.
Tony, does the Mountain West have dreams of becoming a more powerful conference?
Of course they do.
You can't get there with Northern Illinois.
I don't see it. And listen, I'm willing to look at this as opposed to a big picture and kind of a smaller picture. Aztecs move from Mountain West to Pac-12 as it looks right now is a step up, I think. From where with the Mountain West.
If they got left behind with that group, it'd be all over.
They had to move, and they made the move, and I think it's the right move based off of what
I agree with.
We've seen the Mountain West come now. I think there's the reality is college football, especially, is so cloudy. We don't know what it's going to look like. And at least we're in a better position should this thing blow up in a way that I think a lot of people think it's going to blow up.
Maybe the Pac-12 can get along for the ride.
Right. And I think certainly on the basketball side, they're going to be a good
legit with Gonzaga.
For sure. We're going to continue this on the other side.
Yes,
buddy.
I actually have a.
Are we even on number 3 yet?
Well,
that was 2 right there.
We're at number 1 now. McDonald's is offering a Valentine's meal, and it was so popular, it sold out in like an hour. And I'll tell you what it is. It's not something you usually get.
Item?
Yeah, yep. It's not something you usually get at McDonald's.
I got a trivia question for you while you're thinking of this.
I think Tony's going to love this.
And I'll give you that story sounds fun. While you're doing that, ponder this. How much does Sam Darnold make by playing in the Super Bowl?
He made a
on
lot.
Sunday. I'll explain just how much he lost.
Yes.
When we come back, you'll be shocked to hear this one. The gondola pulls in.
Yeah.
It goes very slow.
Yeah, it slows down
like
for everybody.
really slow. As we're getting off, over to my left, there's a couple getting in the gondola, going up the mountain. So it's the opposite for them. They're standing there. The gondola comes up. The door opens. You step on. Well, there was a commotion.
Uh-oh.
There was a commotion.
Someone fell.
There was a commotion, and Lori goes, "Hey, there's a commotion."
She said commotion?
I don't think she said that, but we go kind of not hustling, but walking over there quickly. There's a lady who has fallen as she's trying to get into the gondola. She's now got one leg in the gondola.
Oh, no!
The other leg and body trapped underneath the gondola.
90.
No, she's probably in her late 50s. How do I say this best?
Oh, she's heavy set?
She's in the shape of somebody who's in their 70s. You've got to rescue the poor lady. She's trapped under the gondola. Of course, as soon as she falls and there's the commotion, the guy running the station stops the gondola.
Okay, I was going to
Which means everybody on the mountain and 4 miles away has to stop. Everybody has to stop while we try to extricate the lady from the gondola.
Okay, let me ask you a
underneath
question.
the gondola.
Look.
She's got one leg on the gondola. The rest of her body is underneath the gondola. And when I arrive to see what's going on, I'm kind of the first or second person there.
You're a first responder?
Pretty much. The guy running the gondola place is busy stopping
Traffic,
the ride.
yeah.
No, he's stopping the ride.
Oh, okay, all right.
So we're kind of first there. Lori's behind me. The lady's on her back. She's looking straight up in the air. And the only description I have is one of utter panic and utter terror combined with total helplessness.
Oh, I thought you were going to say embarrassment.
No, total helplessness. She's not only trapped, but she's not even remotely doing anything to help herself. She's kind of in a panic, and you think something terrible is going to happen, or she does.
Okay.
I go over there. First thing, breathe.
That's what you said?
I told the lady to
That's
breathe.
good, that's good.
I said, you're going to be okay.
That's good.
Just breathe.
That's good.
Try to relax.
That was the perfect thing you could have said.
As I'm stupidly pulling this 250-pound gondola,
I
trying
thought
to
you were gonna
pull
say
it
the
off
woman.
of her. Yeah, okay, well, you're getting
The gondola
an
is
idea.
way heavier than 250
Yeah, right.
pounds.
1,000-pound gondola.
So you're trying to like
I'm
move the
trying
gondola.
to
Is
just
she-
move it a little to.
Is her leg like? How is she attached to this gondola?
Well, I told you, her one leg's actually on the gondola in the doorway.
Okay.
Then the rest of her body's underneath. What is stuck with her in the gondola is her belly, not her leg.
Oh no,
that's right.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
So I'm pulling. By the time finally a couple more people pull, and we are able to get enough airway to get her to scramble out of there, and then she immediately stepped on the gondola to go take her ride up the mountain, and
What?
off she went.
This is.
I felt like I saved her life. I really do. I honestly feel like I almost saved her life.
I kind of will credit you with this.
You know, she was. I think if I didn't tell her to breathe, I think she would have gone into some sort of shock or whatever you do.
No,
she was
you're
going
right.
into a
You're right.
panic, Scraby.
You're
She was going
absolutely
into
right.
an absolute panic, and you know, I had to calming her down. I think was the number one thing. She wasn't in any real danger, but she wasn't feeling great because she was trapped under the gondola.
But
the
the
look
fact
on-
that you said her belly was
Yes, her belly. Yeah. I'm telling you, Scrabe, it was a factor. And there was, there's a couple of people pulling on an arm trying to drag her out.
I'm crying.
I know. There's people on the other side with their arm. They're trying to drag her. I'm like lifting the gondola so she can get a little room to get out of there.
You're like, hey, I'm going to take the gondola. It's lighter.
All right. I didn't say that. You did, but it was quite the scene.
I am happy that she's okay, obviously.
She's fine.
If
She
this
got
was
right on the gondola.
If this was a worse story, I would not be laughing, but she's fine. You did probably help her a lot more than you think you did.
I think so, because she was able to calm down just a tad. The gondola pulls in.
Yeah.
It goes very slow.
Yeah, it slows down
like
for everybody.
really slow. As we're getting off, over to my left, there's a couple getting in the gondola, going up the mountain. So it's the opposite for them. They're standing there. The gondola comes up. The door opens. You step on. Well, there was a commotion.
Uh-oh.
There was a commotion.
Someone fell?
There was a commotion, and Lori goes, hey, there's a commotion.
She said commotion?
I don't think she said that, but we go kind of not hustling, but walking over there quickly. There's a lady who has fallen as she's trying to get into the gondola. She's now got one leg in the gondola.
Oh, no!
The other leg and body trapped underneath the gondola.
90.
No, she's probably in her late 50s. How do I say this best?
Oh, she's heavyset?
She's in the Tony Gwynn Jr., Scraby, Gwynn and Chris, 97.3 The Fan. What do you guys off the top of your head? More viewers for the Super Bowl or more viewers for the halftime show?
Halftime show.
Both goes halftime show. I'll give you the result in a moment. But right now, Scraby's got to finish up the Big Five.
Yes.
Can't do anything before I do that, Scraby. You told me.
I know.
You said Big Five's got to be finished.
Kind of upset about that because now I'm just wondering the answer to the question.
Well, you'll find out in a minute.
Happy Hour is brought to you by GL Pools, the company trusted by thousands of San Diegans to keep their pools sparkling, swim ready, and expertly maintained. Call GL Pools now and say radio for a free month of service. I've seen GL Pools riding around. I go, I know you.
I drove behind a guy today as well.
GL Pools?
He was heading on out to somebody's house.
Yeah, I've seen them all over the place now, so it's nice. All right, McDonald's is offering a few customers a special Valentine's Day meal this year. Chicken McNuggets and caviar. At 8 a.m. this morning, the website opened up and people were able to sign up for a free meal. I went and checked the website at 9 a.m. to see if I could do this, and they were all gone. So everybody wanted this. McDonald's said in a statement, each kit has all you need for, quote, an upscale yet effortless celebration, including a 1-ounce tin of McNugget caviar.
What is McNugget caviar?
It's a McNugget with caviar on top.
Shut up.
I'm not kidding.
Fish eggs.
Yes. They have McNugget caviar. Yes. Creme fraiche. I can't do that word. I tried to do it so many times, but it's a French word and I'm not good at it. And a mother of pearl caviar spoon along with a $25 gift card. I guess Tony is the only one in this room who's probably eaten caviar. And have you eaten caviar, Chris?
Chris has definitely had caviar.
Where'd I grow up, Scraby?
Oh, Beverly Hills.
Come on, dog. What's wrong with you?
You know what?
That's the man you need to be talking to, not me.
Yes. That's why I turned around.
I eat oxtail. This is the guy you need to talk to right here.
I had caviar for breakfast 3 days a week.
He's like, McNugget caviar. What about the Kobe beef caviar I had? Chris, would you ever eat a McNugget caviar meal?
Absolutely not, because I wouldn't eat a caviar meal again ever. Caviar why don't you just take
you're just trying to be fancy at that point.
Yeah, it is. If you want to eat caviar, I got it for you. You don't even have to buy it. Go out and buy some Morton salt, pour it into your mouth, dump a little water in there and go, boop, 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 and then suck it down. There's your caviar.
That's ridiculous.
It's horrible.
Scraby just pulled up a picture of the caviar.
I love
McNugget.
the caviar can because it has a nugget with caviar on top and it says McNugget caviar.
Caviar is not good.
I looked into why they're doing this. And
you might as well have a spoonful of Vegemite.
Or Vegemite. It's more similar to Vegemite.
It's pretty much.
That's a good call.
You're on the same page.
But
Vegemite is salty.
It's a different type of savory.
It's terrible.
So this is what people were doing, and a lot of people got this, and McDonald's is doing it just to, they say, raise awareness.
How much did it
cost?
It's
free.
Yeah, I bet they are giving it away for free.
Okay, there you go.
They know they couldn't make
give
nobody
away
buy
Vegemite for free and people would order it.
See, they have a picture of the people eating the McNugget with the caviar on top,
Listen,
and they look like they're having a great time.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do.
Make sure you smile.
I
We're
saw
taking
this.
a
I
picture.
tried to get one of these for us so we could do this, but
Wait, they have it all around the country?
no, it's gone. It was like a promotion that they announced, and if you
What
got
are
it,
they raising awareness of?
their company.
It's hoity-toity.
Yeah, they're trying to bring in new people, but there you go.
That's like
bringing in
you know
new
something.
people with
That's like,
caviar.
that's like when McDonald's tried to do vegetarian and all that kind of food. Those people like that don't go to McDonald's, so it's just not. It's a waste of their time.
Oh my gosh!
I told you guys my story when I first got in the radio, dogging the McDonald's advertisement that was on our radio station. So they try a lot of different things that maybe they shouldn't.
I'm a sucker for marketing, so you do something cool, and I'll probably go buy it. Like,
Is that cool to you?
no, because I don't like caviar, but I didn't realize Burger King did it before McDonald's did it.
Diabolical.
Unfortunately, we didn't hear about that. Or would have taken advantage of it.
Yeah, they're marketing this as like a Valentine's Day free meal.
Oh, I get it. Make you feel fancy going to McDonald's, get some.
You know, if I want to wear some of that in my lap,
get it.
I could have bought that for Lori for Valentine's Day and said, "Here," and it would have been
We're going to
swatted off the
McDonald's,
table right onto my lap, or
What do
even
you-
worse.
I mean, we can get some
But we
McNugget
can get
caviar.
caviar.
But can you get McNugget caviar?
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
I will never try caviar in my life. It will not happen.
You want it? You might as well try it. You
No,
live one life.
I don't
What the
like
hell?
I don't like seafood type stuff like that.
That's gravy.
It's probably fishy.
You gotta try it.
It's fish eggs.
It is.
Yeah,
We've already
it's probably
said that.
fishy.
Probably fishy.
I was the kid growing up. I grew up Catholic. On Fridays during Lent, we weren't allowed to eat meat. Guess what? My mom said, "We're having fish." And I said, "I don't like fish." And she said, "Too bad."
And so you didn't eat.
I didn't eat the fish. Even as a kid, I was stubborn.
Well, you're like that. I mean, you don't go on your phone on Sundays. You have a lot of
quirks.
Stick to itiveness to you.
Sometimes.
I'm a great guy.
125 million people watch Super Bowl 60 on NBC, Peacock, Telemundo, and everything else. 125 million. 127.5 million watched halftime. No.
Whoa.
Oh my God, I'm reading the wrong thing. 128 watched halftime.
Oh.
Sorry.
You weren't that far off. I just
Yeah,
was gonna
120. Sorry, 127 was last year's Eagles game. Bad Bunny halftime average 128.2 million. That would make it the fourth most watched halftime ever. Care to try to name the top three? Tony, I think you should be able to do it.
I think I could do it too.
Top three
three.
halftimes
Usher.
ever. Usher number 3.
Rihanna.
Rihanna, no.
Prince.
Prince, no.
Oh.
Wait, hold up.
Prince, no. Tony, I said you of all people should be able to get this. That's a clue.
I got one. Eminem.
Eminem, no.
Oh.
This is Tony who should be able to
Wasn't
get
Snoop
this.
Dogg and Dr. Dre, was it?
No, Tony should be able to get this. Tony
Was it
Gwynn
Kendrick?
Jr. Kendrick,
Oh.
number 1.
I thought you said it was just beat 127 was last year.
No, okay. That's what threw you off.
Yeah.
Okay, 127 was the game last year.
Oh, okay.
Kendrick got to 133. Michael Jackson, way back when, was second most.
Remember, Michael
In
was the
1993.
first halftime show after the Living Color
Right.
stole all of their views. They played that yesterday. It was kind of
The
rolling
Living
around.
Color one, or
the whole thing. Like,
was it funny? Was it good?
Them coming in from like the beginning of halftime, kind of explaining that we got they put this clock. You got 28 minutes to entertain you. We'll send you back to the game before.
Yeah.
And they played it was hilarious. Fire Marshal Bill was one of the first ones they had on there. It set the standard for everything.
Top 3 halftime shows: Kendrick, Michael Jackson, Usher. Bad Bunny comes in 4th with a 128.2 million. That's
how much do you think the controversy around it helped Bad Bunny?
I would say that.
Don't you think it took away some viewers?
I would
think more people.
About 6 million.
I've read varying.
Yeah.
I've read varying difference, but yeah, between 5 and 6 million, I think, is what I read.
Out
for
of
the other
128
halftime
million,
but if you added that to Bad Bunny's, he would have passed Kendrick Lamar, right?
Which would have been the biggest halftime show of all time.
I would really think that a lot of people tuned in to see what the big deal was.
100%. I would think the buzz probably helped more than it hurt.
I can help people when you don't want people to watch something. Don't constantly bring it up and make fun of it, because that makes people want to watch it.
Intrigued at the very least.
Why is this person so mad at this? I'm going to watch to find out.
Here's Boomer Esiason's mad. We all know who Boomer is, the old quarterback, now in big East Coast sports talk radio, guy who's been told he's great. So Boomer Esiason says the NFL should never have the Super Bowl in the state of California again. Unfortunately for Boomer, it's already scheduled for California next year.
Hang with him, Boomer.
Hang with him, Boom. But
did he think about this before he said it?
But he wants it
because the NFL didn't know that it was going
playing in California again. Oh, sorry, we're playing it there next year.
By the way, the NFL had no idea that California was doing this.
But here is Boomer's reasoning. Here's Boomer's reasoning. Due to a, quote, jock tax, it's a state income tax rate in California, and they pair it with the somewhat nominal payouts that are made to Super Bowl players. Darnold and other high-paid athletes ended up receiving a higher tax bill than their game check, according to the figures that were released from the California jock tax, being as he was in California working before the Super Bowl for 9 days. That was a tax rate of $249,000 to Sam Darnold, $250,000. Winning the Super Bowl, he earned $178,000. So if you add it all up, while he was here, Sam Darnold lost $71,000.
That is
pretty.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, you hear people complain about the California tax rates all the time.
Yeah.
I guess I don't make enough to have it really affect me, or maybe I'm just so used to it.
Well,
right, because it does.
It wouldn't affect you because you live in California.
Right.
You're a resident.
Well, but it does affect me during the course of a year because we pay pretty high taxes to live here.
No, I'm talking specifically
in this case,
the jock tax. If you were
the jock tax, Darnold came up a loser on this trip.
By the way, the jock tax does not just exist in California.
That's true. It exists everywhere.
Pretty much everywhere.
But
except
here,
for like 4 states.
Right.
But here, I guess, according to Boomer, and I wonder how much research Boomer's really done here, but he says that California is the one where these guys end up losing money.
I don't disagree. I mean, that's why a lot of pro golfers live in either Florida or Arizona, because there's no income tax.
100%. This is why ball players live in Arizona. State income taxes is non-existent. Basically.
But don't you?
That's why they live in Florida.
Ball players and golfers work in other states.
You get taxed.
So you do get taxed.
Yeah,
but Sam Darnold was taxed so much because he was there.
He was there. What, 9 days?
Right. Normally for a football, they come in for a day and go back.
Right.
Gotcha.
But for the Super Bowl, they're there for a week and a half.
Oh, they should.
That's what
the NFL needs to figure out a workaround or pay for the taxes or something.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I know.
By the way,
it's already not paying their own taxes.
By the way, any of you listening, as long as you take the Gwynn and Chris app and everything with you, go ahead and move. It's fine with me. I'm staying here. I'll pay the taxes, and I'll enjoy days like today on February the 10th.
Facto 8.
So I don't know. I just did my taxes, and I'm like,
I'm
out. Why do I live here?
It costs a lot. Costs a lot, but you step off on that plane in Florida in July, I'm going to tell you one thing. Those taxes aren't going to seem like anything when your
you're
shirt
right.
sticks to you.
Yeah.
Melting off of you.
Horrible. That's my thing. Timeout. We got traffic and more Gwynn and Chris ahead. I don't know. You got something good, though. So let's see what it is.
We're going to talk about Scott Boras. We're going to hear from Mr. Boras.
That got everybody to stay tuned.
Yes.
Scott Boras News.
855 Get Ross Traffic.
Boris, or Boros, as some like to call him, sat down with the guys at Foul Territory. He had a lot to say, actually.
Always a fun-loving guy, Scott Boras.
And I think especially, considering that A.J. Przinsky is a former player, he asked him some interesting questions. One of the questions he asked him was the percentage of guys that want to know everything versus guys that don't kind of want to know.
When you do their contract, you mean?
In free agency.
Interest. Oh.
And he had a great answer for it. But the thing that I'm honing in on is the conversation about kind of where the money is in baseball. And since we're coming up on this possible lockout, it's a conversation that's going to be had a lot this year. This is one of the top agents. No, not one. He is the top agent. And
how much control does he have over things, Tony? I mean,
in terms of the league,
well, some sort of policy or something.
Nah.
I mean, because can he hold the league hostage by grouping his players together?
His power is in that his players can voice their opinion to him, and he probably has one of the loudest microphones. But ultimately, the union and the league are going to do their own thing. It's to the benefit that he is one of those agents that requires top end money.
Okay.
So he'll have, I'm sure he has somewhat of a voice, but nothing that's going to steer anything a certain way.
Got it.
But here he is talking about the economics really of baseball.
The ills of our game are resolved by revenues. Our media rights were exposed. Our inability to acquire the true valuation of our media rights was exposed by the NBA contract. They got $8 billion because they offered the league. We offer regional. And so consequently, we're getting half at $4 billion, and yet our content is double, and yet our ratings are there. And we also offer 200 million people more from Asia, Korea, Taiwan, Japan, and Canada, that those are markets that the NFL and the NBA do not own. They don't own Canada. They don't own Asia. They don't own that like we do. And so we offer that to all the media conglomerates where they can take their product and optimize it by this grand market that no other sport has. What's the value of that? The value of that was not ascertained. That's the problem with our sport. Because if we have 20 billion to deal with versus 4, all the ills of what a lot of owners struggle with today will be resolved, and it will not be a labor issue. And so in 2028, we're going to have something that's going to give us definition, clear definition as to what the revenues are.
So, he kind of.
So is he like 3 times smarter than Rob Manfred? And does Rob Manfred just not get any of that? Or is Scott Boras speaking out the wrong side?
I don't think he is. I think that's as clear as I've ever really heard it explained.
Yeah. So why can't Rob Manfred ever say that straight up to anybody so that we can all get what's going on?
And this goes back because he's talking about revenue and how the NBA, they offered their league. And he brings up a great point. Baseball has made themselves a much more regional, and it's a regional sport, right? So maybe it's a little bit more difficult to sell it that way. But the way there's nothing you can say a lot about Scott Boras, but no, there's probably not very many that understand.
I gotta believe he'd know more than Rob Manfred. He's forgotten more than Rob Manfred knows.
And he put that on full front view right there as he kind of explained it, and it made perfect sense.
How many times have you heard Rob Manfred explain all this, and when he's done, you go, huh? Although when Scott Boras just did it, I went, okay, I get it.
Makes sense. And listen, I think that goes back to the conversation we've been having about the Dodgers and some of the bigger markets being able to control their own. It's hard to offer the league when
you can't have the Dodgers with
you can't offer Dodgers, Yankees also with it.
Scott Boras should have mentioned them straight up then. Although he probably didn't want to anger them.
Well, yes, he's getting guys are getting paid from him.
But he could have said, you know what, until we can offer the whole thing, which means the Dodgers and Yankees have to get on board, we're not going to get there.
Right. And so,
that might have been the more accurate thing to say.
I think he left that part out and probably purposeful. So
when we had Scott Boras on, if I recall, at the general manager meetings one year,
Vegas,
It
right?
was before. No,
Oh,
no,
was
it
it
was
here?
here.
It
It
was
was here.
here.
It was before COVID.
Okay. So he came on with, Tony and
there,
I were
yeah.
both in there. Scrappy got the interview or something. He came over.
Actually, it was our guy Rich. Remember?
No,
Rich.
but I'm not going to give Rich.
No, he said.
Give Rich
I didn't want to take credit for something I
All
didn't
right.
do.
Anyway,
You're
so
too
Boris
nice.
comes over, and we put him on the headset. And I only remember one thing about the interview, Tony. He was speaking like this.
Yeah.
Oh, he was
And
very
I
soft
couldn't
talker.
hear him, and I didn't want to say, Mr. Boris, do you mind speaking up a little bit? I can't hear anything you're saying. We were so happy to have him on there, and he was such a big wig and nice enough to take the time that I didn't want to rock the boat.
I feel like he was sick or something.
He must have been, because
remember
just
his
listening
voice.
to him there, his voice sounded fine.
Yeah, yeah.
The day we had him, he was wasn't working.
I think Chris even stayed like late, even though
I
he
think
had
I
an
stayed. I
Aztec
missed a game or something. Yeah, because I had to run over there.
That was when you had your torn ligament in your thumb
from his
shaking your toothbrush. That's a true story.
Why can't that ever be forgotten?
I mean, you're the
It's a
only
wild story.
You're the
Like,
only person I know that's ever torn a thumb ligament
I know
shaking their
Scrappy
toothbrush.
and I did not believe you for a
Nobody.
long time.
I still don't think you do, which is okay. But
Yeah.
I don't know why I'd make up something that's stupid.
That's true. That's true.
That would be kind of a. Why would I make something up that embarrassed me even worse?
Well, what if you like
I
tripped?
snapped my ligament drying off my toothbrush.
What, tripping and falling?
What if you tripped and you fell into like a puddle, and then the puddle, like you got mud on your
I think
face,
I'd
and you're like, I
admit that.
can't explain this. I got to just say I was shaking out my toothbrush.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm pivoting to shaking out my toothbrush at that
I don't
point.
know if I am either. I'm just gonna say I fell.
That was a long time ago. You guys' memories like elephants out over
It was
here.
like 7 years ago.
I know.
All right, let's get to
Crazy.
break. We've got a big five, not big five. We got a biggest fan winner coming up. We also have one of the more oddest stories coming out of the Olympics, and
Even odder than what we've been talking about. Huh?
yeah,
Way different, way more different.
And excuse me, Mr. Scraby's got us a Winter Olympics update.
Oh, we're doing this. Okay,
yeah,
great.
we might as well
Get on it, will ya?
More Gwynn and Chris on the other side.
Hey, it's Ben.
A final finish here. Scraby at the top of the hour gets us into a Chronicles. Nebraska making a nice comeback here, Tony, while you're out in the break there. Huskers were down as many as 19 to Purdue. They're within 5. 7 minutes to go. Purdue 54, Nebraska 49. Also, the U. Jesse, pay attention. 59, North Carolina 55.
Ooh.
7 to go, second half.
Carolina
if
might
Carolina
get upset
loses,
right
Miami
after.
run on the court for them and punch old Hubert Davis in the face. Wouldn't that be funny if Hubert said, then he punched our guys in the face.
I just need to let everybody know.
Yeah,
a couple of my coaches got punched in the face.
Yeah. He should do it just to embarrass John Shire. Increase the rivalry. All right, that's that. We've got some fun stuff with the Olympics coming up with Scraby here in this segment. And we have a biggest fan. I knew there was something more pressing than all of that I had to get to, but I wasn't coming up with it. Congratulations to today's biggest fan, Alicia Canedo, or Canedo, Canedo, of Escondido. Alicia, give us a call within the next 10 minutes. You should know the number, but I'll give it to you anyway. 833-288-0973. Alicia Canedo of Escondido. You call, 10 minutes, you qualify for a chance to win that grand prize. 20 tickets for you, all your friends, a night in the Odyssey Suite at a Padres game with the fan staff. It's coming up this season. It's catered by Spiro's Mediterranean Cuisine. The rest of you, get registered. 97.3thefan, sd.com/biggest fan. By the way, if I ever won that prize, Scrape, I'm not eligible, but if I ever won it, I'd have to rent some of somebody else's friends.
Wow, that's a really sad thing,
Isn't
Chris.
it? Yeah, I don't have 20. I don't think I got 20.
Oh, I could definitely find 20. I don't know if they'll be my friends.
My wife would find 18 and let me bring 2, but yeah, I don't think I could come up with 20. All right.
I mean, if we're being honest, I probably couldn't either.
20s.
Tony, could you come up with, outside of your kids,
20 friends?
Could you find 20 friends to go to the game with you?
Nope.
Okay, good. We're all in the same boat.
No.
Good.
I can get 20 people. I don't know about 20 friends.
Okay, I could get 20 people.
Yeah, no, I don't think I think I would fail miserably.
I don't think I could get 20 people. Here we go with traffic.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center. Injured? Demand justice. Demand Jurowitz. 855GetRoss.com. Here's Kelly Danick.
Traffic is brought to you by San Diego law firm fighting for your sexual harassment rights at SDLF.com. Some problems along the 5 freeway heading southbound before Imperial, accident in the center divide. It's in the clearing stage. Also, northbound 5 in National City, just before Civic Center, an encampment fire over to the right shoulder. Up ahead, got a collision on the Old Town Avenue off-ramp. Also, northbound 125 near Hamishaw, we have reports of some wood debris in the 2 right lanes. In Fallbrook, collision on northbound 15 before Mission Road. 3 vehicles over to the right shoulder. Sometimes it's called a joke, a compliment, a hand that stays too long. If it's happening at work, you don't have to face it alone. San Diego law firm will help you fight against sexual harassment. Contact them at SDLF.com. That's SDLF.com. I'm Kelly Danick with Gwynn and Chris, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Shot of here we go. We're on to the Olympic update.
What did you need?
I was going to intro it.
Okay.
I just saw a shot of Yannick Noah here. Remember the old Bulls center?
Oh, yeah.
Joachim Noah was Yannick's dad, who was the tennis star. That's why I get confused.
I didn't know who it was at first.
You never heard of Yannick Noah, his dad?
I mean, I've heard of it, but you said Bulls, and I was
right. Joachim Noah hasn't shaved since his days in the NBA ended.
Really?
He's got a lot of beard there.
I gotta see this.
Look on ESPN NBA page. Scroll down.
Oh, wait, that's an older picture. ESPN.com NBA page. Scroll down.
It's talking to.
Oh, yes, that is a beard.
Roll your.
That is a beard right there.
Yeah.
And is this a story to you guys? Dan Quinn says that quarterback Jaden Daniels might play more under center next year. I guess that means he also might not play more under center next year, right?
Wait, say that one more time.
Well, if he said he's asked about Jaden Daniels next year, and he says, "Yeah, we might play him more under center." What do you mean you might? Okay, well, you might not. So that's not news at all to me. You see where I'm coming from on this?
I do.
Are you telling us he's going to play more under center or not?
I think that's his way of telling you that he's probably going to play more under center.
They fired Kingsbury, he says, because he needs to. Quinn fired Cliff Kingsbury because he says they need to unlock more of Jaden Daniels. I say they fired Kingsbury because Jaden Daniels was hurt.
I was going to say.
He really didn't get a chance to play that much. You're right.
Didn't
Kingsbury really unlocked a lot last year when he was playing. So I don't know about this.
But he was there with the rookie year, right?
Yeah.
I can't stand coaches and their excuses as to why they fire someone. Just say it didn't work out or whatever.
Or just say you fired him. Yeah. But anyway. All right. Go to your Olympic update because that's where the true nature of sports is, for the love of the game. No money, no politics, just good old-fashioned competition.
Oh,
right,
yes.
Greg?
No money, no politics,
No,
just for the love of sport.
just good old competition.
Just for the love of sport.
That's why we tune into the Olympic Games. It just makes us forget about all of that crap.
Yes. Now, let's start.
Yes.
Let's start with the medal count. As of right now, the United States has won more medals. Remember yesterday they had only had 2 gold medals.
Right. We picked up a couple in the
picked up 5 medals today. Yeah. So
we're not all losers.
The U.S. has 7 medals in total. Norway,
well,
the Norwegians,
we still have 2 gold though. We haven't won any more golds.
No, but 3 silvers and 2 bronzes.
Okay.
The Norwegians, Tony says,
are running away with it.
12.
Can't stand you.
And they got 6 gold for Norway.
And they do. And Italy is in second with 11, and Japan is in third with 8.
Why is nobody, screaming from the mountaintops?
About what?
What is the size of Norway? Like,
Norway
Montana?
was made for the Winter Olympics.
I mean, yeah, they got it.
Actually, when I went to USF, my roommates were Norwegian, and they constantly were talking about how they were like they would go up to Tahoe, they would do cross country skiing, they would do all this other stuff. They love the snow, Chris. Hold on, I think this is the biggest fan, so let me answer and you guys talk real quick.
I'm trying to find the size of Norway, like what to compare it to. It says it's 148,000 square miles, which doesn't tell me a lot. How big is Norway? They got a lot of snow. I don't know.
Yes, Norway, I think isn't Norway the place where some people ice skate to work?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't live there.
Anyway, Norway is winning.
I skate to work. Is that
I thought there was a Scandinavian country that has sometimes people ice skate to work because it's faster than driving.
I'm reading this whole Wikipedia thing on Norway, and nowhere does it say that they're called Norwegians.
So you know what, Chris?
Are we saying
huh?
Are we saying that Tony just made that up?
I definitely made that up.
I know you
Wikipedia is like it's a public thing, so why don't you go in there and put Norwegians?
Yeah, Norwegians. First, I could say Norwegians were invaded and occupied by Nazi Germany until the end of 1940.
Norwegians.
Throw that in there.
We're funny, and the Norwegians probably.
Here we go. Size of Norway versus U.S. 30 times smaller.
30 times smaller.
Right.
All right. Let's go to hockey. Team USA women played Canada. They are 4-0, I believe, in play, Chris.
Correct.
Hockey. Here is
one, and he learned it from his dad, who was one of the greatest, and now he's better than his dad.
Yeah.
Good job, Kenny Albert.
I do like Kenny Albert.
5-0 was the final. USA.
Yeah.
I killed it.
They did. They still have to go for some.
What was it? What was I think we did the. Oh, what was it? What were they favored by? Are they
1.5?
1.5.
So that was a nice win for them.
All right. Next is Michaela Schifrin. She's probably the best female skier in the world, but she has been struggling
at the Olympics. She can't do it.
In 2022, she failed to medal in any of the 6 events that she competed in.
She also fell before she even got to the gate in like 2 or 3 of them.
And she was dealing with some stuff because her dad died suddenly, and she had a lot going on. But her 2026 games are off to a rocky start as well. She actually limited her events this time so that she could focus on the ones she was good at, but she had a team event with Breezy Johnson, who won the gold. Breezy Johnson went down and put up a time that was the number 1 time.
Put him out in the lead.
And then Michaela Schifrin was just needed to have a good run, and they could have made the podium. They didn't even make the podium. She finished 15th out of 18 slalom skiers. So the team competition did not work out.
This is not fair to Michaela Schifrin, but for those of us who don't follow skiing, except for in the Olympic Games, she looks like, unfortunately, one of the, choking is a horrible thing to call any athlete. So I'm not going to say it.
You just did.
No, I said it's horrible.
He said it's horrible.
I said, but she's going to always be an athlete that fell short of what we thought.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
It just is. I mean, she's supposed to be one of the greatest skiers ever. Maybe she really is. But in the Olympics is where you get judged.
Yeah, you do, especially in these sports.
Yeah.
And but outside of the Olympics, she has titles galore.
Right. She wins everything.
Yes,
So
the big stage has been a little bit troublesome for her.
A little bit. The quad god is just making all of the news.
he's making
right
a
now.
mockery of the whole skating competition.
He is. Let me put this up real quick because I want everybody to see the quad god complete a backflip. So here is the quad god skating. His name is Illy. Never mind.
Good thing you can't pronounce his name. You have to call him Quad God.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody can pronounce his name.
I think it was. I'll check it in a second. But here is the quad god. I mean, figure skating looks so tiring to me. But
well, these guys are, they're athletes.
Oh yeah,
good
athletes,
at that.
yeah.
They're very good. They can do crazy stuff.
He's
on the ice.
he's only the first person to do one of those in the Olympic
backflip.
Games. No one's ever done it because it used to be a deduction. We talked about this yesterday.
Yeah.
They actually changed the rules now, and it's not a deduction anymore. So that's why he didn't mind putting it in.
Yeah,
But a full backflip, and he did it easily.
he did. It was not even.
And like in rhythm, like he did it and
looked like it was
went right
part of the
into
thing.
it. He might as well not have done it.
He looked
That's
like
how-
he meant to do it. It wasn't a mistake. He's so far ahead of the second place guy right now, they almost don't even have to have the long program, according to the story here.
Really?
Well, he's like 5 points ahead, which
He's
I
well
guess in
ahead.
skating terminology, like he would have to Tanya Harding his next effort to not win the gold medal.
I'm not going to wish that on
Well,
anyone.
Tanya Harding, me neither, but Tanya Harding fell like 11 times when she finally got out there in the Olympics.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, no, not.
I thought you were talking about the
No,
inside.
you think I'm going to whack him on the knee?
It's like, geez.
No, after all the controversy, Tanya Harding actually did skate in those Olympics, but she couldn't stand up.
Karma
So,
was
yeah, the
something
karma
else.
got her.
Jocelyn,
Something else.
Yeah,
Jocelyn's asking why is he called the quad god? And it's because he's the only person in competition
Not
to ever
because of
land
his
a quad.
quads.
Yeah.
He doesn't have bigger quads than Saquon Barkley.
No, say quad
But-
Barkley.
He can do a quad axle, which is 4 spins in the air. And if they slow it down, you see his face come around four times. It's quite remarkable.
I
So,
don't even know how he does it. I don't know how you get that much spin.
They
I don't know.
had the measurements
And he-
yesterday
and
of the
he gets up,
speed
too.
and the.
You got to be
the revolutions per minute was like 30. He's only
you gotta
up in
be
the
tight
air.
too.
He's up in the
Yes.
air for 0.7 seconds.
That's it?
Yeah. That's the one stat I do
insane.
remember.
How does he not land that and just
I don't know.
equilibrium just completely
I don't
off?
know. I don't know.
By the way, he's the ripe old age of 21. So it's not like he's not
He's
like
about to
been
retire.
around. Yeah, he's going to retire.
So he hasn't reached a stage in life where if he gets up too fast, it gets a little woozy. You don't think?
Probably not, Tony.
No.
He did have a little advantage on the rest of us. His parents were both, professional figure skaters, so that didn't hurt the cause.
I wonder how often that happens
Yeah,
in that sport. Like,
I would think that because you would have to know the
I
lifestyle.
think both of
to
his,
be
I
okay
think
with
both
it.
of his parents were Olympians, if I'm not mistaken.
this kid had no-
Yes, 2 former Olympic figure skaters, Tatiana Malinana, whatever, Tatiana Quad God, and Roman Quad God. Those are his parents. Those are his parents. I can't pronounce their names, so I'm just going to call them the Quad God.
the Quad God family.
Quad God family, but they were both Olympic figure
Jocelyn
skaters,
says,
so.
"Oh, I was literally zooming in on his quads."
Yeah, you don't need to do that. You can, but
That's a
I
quad
thought
god for
this
that
was the
reason.
case, but I didn't want to correct you guys. But I am Mr. Olympics. 4.5 rotations for the quad god, not just
4.5. Thank you.
4.5
Well, you know why?
rotations.
Because
Glad
the
you cleared that
axle,
up.
Thank you.
the axle, I believe you take off going forward as opposed to being backwards when you jump. There's You know the one that they call the Lutz? Do you hear that one once in a while?
Triple Lutz.
Triple Lutz.
I've heard the term.
Okay,
but I don't
when
know
you
what
do
it
it
is.
triple Lutz, what it is you have to see it in slow motion. But before you jump, you take the front of your skate and you chip it into the ice to give you a little springboard up into the air. And you don't see it when you're watching it, but in the slow motion, you'll see them. They go chip, and then that springs them up. And that's a Lutz.
Unfortunately, my mom.
So there's all kinds of rules on that.
Loves figure skating.
Why is that unfortunate?
Growing up, I watched more figure skating than
Nothing wrong
I
with
wanted
that.
to.
And anybody my age remembers Dorothy Hamill, who took over the world in 1976 as the figure skating darling of those Olympics.
Let's see.
So
there
you're
was
not
another
alone,
comment. Oh, Katrina says he uses his mom's name because it's easier to pronounce.
Is that
Great.
right? So we don't know his father's last name. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So he's dominating, and like I said yesterday, he does things that no one else does, so he doesn't even have to do them well.
Yeah.
I mean, he just has to go through the routine.
Like we've never seen that before.
Right.
10.
All right, we have to get to the final story, but I wanted to bring this up because Ben Ogden, American, the drought is over. Ogden silvers the first U.S. men's cross-country skiing Olympic medal in 50 years. 50.
Hey.
USA.
Cross-country skiing, that is a lot of effort, man.
I would never.
Imagine no
I think
downhill.
it's silly to be in the cold that way anyway.
And
Now
you
you're
just-
going to cross-country skiing? Get out.
Here's the call of
Tony,
the finish.
wait a minute, Tony. Get out of here.
Listen to the call.
In a U.S. cross-country moment, 50 years in the making. Ben Ogden across the line. Silver. Manifest destiny for Ben Ogden.
That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is what you put your biggest and best broadcaster would sound like with no crowd noise. Just in a room yelling at the top of their lungs.
kidding,
Are they
man.
there?
I don't know.
So if
that
a
sounds
cross-
like they're in a box.
If a
somewhere.
cross-country skier
they
fall-
are.
if a cross-country skier falls in the forest, do they make a noise?
I don't think so. I don't think
Doesn't
so.
sound like
Could you imagine whatever the best call in the history is
Of cross-country skiing?
No, in any sport.
Oh.
And them just no sound.
Right.
It's
It would
just
be,
them.
really doesn't sound right.
It really sounds crazy.
It's a new home run record for Hank Aaron.
Right.
I gotta say,
Nothing.
that was recently posted. Didn't listen to it. Had no idea there was zero crowd.
There was
noise.
nothing there.
Well, I mean, what crowd
It
is
honestly
watching?
sounded
Well,
like
there's a
some-
ton of people.
Watching
could've been-
cross-country
Yes,
skiing?
yes. There's a big stands behind it. I could see it on the video.
I can't see it.
Okay.
All right, get to the
it's
last
there.
story because you really want to get to
All
it.
right,
You're
here
running
it
out of
is.
time.
Winning an Olympic medal
Man,
actually
this is
made one
cold-blooded.
person become very honest, and he shot his shot with his ex-girlfriend.
He shot it all right.
Wait,
So-
who was it? What did he win?
It's a Norwegian.
Okay.
We should call him by the real country.
Yeah, there
name.
might be some people from Norway listening to the show thinking we're being disrespectful.
You're right.
We're not mean to
Norwegian.
you. We're
First
just
of all,
having
for
fun
those
with
who are
it.
just maybe tuning in, I
He
butchered
mispronounced
I
it.
butchered it,
Right.
and they've been giving me a
We've
hard
been
time.
giving
It has
ever
nothing
since.
to do with the Norwegian
Yes, we're
people.
not trying
It's
to-
Tony's pronunciation.
Yeah.
And I
Anyway,
messed up. I wasn't doing it on purpose.
his name is Sturla Holm Lagrid. I definitely butchered
Doesn't
that.
really matter what his name is.
But here
He's
it
in
is.
deep, deep trouble.
3 months ago, I'm just going to read the article. 3 months ago, he cheated on, quote, the love of his life, the most beautiful and kindest person. So he did this after he won his medal. He did an interview and he said, quote, in Norwegian, this is translated, I told her a week ago, and it's been the worst week of my life. I had a gold medal in life. And there's probably a lot of people out there who look at me differently now, but I only have eyes for her. Doesn't sound like it. Sports has taken a bit of a back seat these past couple days. Yeah, I wish I could share this with her. I'm not ready to give up. I hope that oh my gosh, I hope that committing social suicide like this might show her how much I love her.
Not for you, buddy.
I regret it with all my heart. Maybe I'm dumb as a rock. I'm a member of Mensa, but I still do stupid stuff. So
yeah.
he
So
admitted
basically,
that he cheated on his
admitted that
girlfriend.
He cheated on his girlfriend.
And he wants her back,
In
and
front
so
of
he's
the
admitting
world.
to the world that he did this.
Here's the thing. This is why I don't think it's going to work out for my guy. Yes, he did embarrass himself, and I think he's considering himself embarrassed as he does this. But only people that knew that you cheated on your girlfriend until you got up in front of the world.
Yeah.
Were you, her, and maybe the friend
The
she
people
told,
around you.
and the friends you
And
told.
the guy in the hotel room who checked you in.
Right now, that part. Now everybody knows. And I don't know that the embarrassment of that is going to help your cause, as you have just embarrassed your ex-significant other.
I know that women everywhere are saying, "Hey, what a great guy! He told the truth."
I don't think so.
But if you were the woman, you wouldn't want to hear the truth. I'm probably telling you that's the fact.
The thing is, the woman already knew the truth. He already told her.
He did not need to tell the world.
Oh no, he'd already told the girlfriend. So he's thinking by throwing it out there, maybe he'll get some brownie points.
Yeah, by throwing himself under the bus, he'll be absolved, and she'll want him back.
I don't think this is going to work out.
Also, I think the translation may have been a little bit off because that was a strange way of putting it. But this is, even I know this is not the way to get someone back.
Well, they always say honestly is the best policy, but that saying is just kind of a bunch of malarkey sometimes.
Yeah.
Must
All
say.
right.
You know, who broke this? Not me, Mom. Honesty is not the best policy.
You know what? That was a lot in my house.
Honestly, not the
Aztec
best
Game
policy.
Days, Friday Night Lights, and local.